PNP. And that's a problem. Andrew weapon against socialism within the Caribbean. You understand where I come from? Because it change with Andrew change within the Caribbean. It's a show. So young people get wise. Andrew a lot of them eye. So be honest, I don't really watch the PNP bugger talk. The PNP them have an agenda. If they don't come on the platform and talk about Andrew, they don't get a top star rose. Realize the man, they have to start them program with Andrew. Andrew not happy no mind because Jamaica I go build back bigger and better. You understand where I come from?
Yes,
so,
right.
My brother, that one I will come on the platform and talk about corruption. Let me show you something, Smitty. The PNP have been trying to take down Andrew with lies in our last election. And it don't work. Because you have some PNP behind them blagger. I push it. This is Jamaica collapse. When not gonna happen. You get me a come from? Because real people, educated people in Jamaica know so the government do the right thing and the right approach. You see me I say? See the blagger them we attack. Me not pay the mind no squitty. Me not pay the mind. How much money government do squitty? And this is my thing. You see all them black overseas we are checking him. But one the government call a policy. That's them pitch that go up and America find them because it's terrorists. You understand me I come from? And that me one. So anyway, sad just post them picture. But you know some terrorists against the country. You see me I say? And then work on it.
Jamaica.
Yeah. Because here I go to speak. The man say, Miss Holness, I do business with the government. That is a blatant lie. That is a lie.
Man, I do own business.
You see me I say? So, pretty right now, I'm telling you the truth. PNP, no chance back in Jamaica. Them know that. Them know scripted, them know. So them are everything with the lie. But real Jamaican have sense. Now happy no mind, brother. You understand me I come from? Real people have like now happy no mind. It just say the politics are today where they couldn't get them Andrew for one, somebody try to get them the hurricane. Because they try and then fail. You see me I say, remember the guns that come can get my last no. I got best man enough. You understand me I come from? I'm not really worried about PNP them scripty, but let me tell you something scripty. Andrew in the Maroon Town. The CM Curry, where he turned against Andrew. Invite Andrew Maroon Town. Zane, Andrew went there. He went and never good conversation. They never violate him. And scripty the thing will have hurt me. When I see man on social media, so they could dance. I tell him man about this and tell him man about that. It hurt. But scripty, me and you know in the street of Jamaica. It just happen to know. But after a storm, it go be a calm.
Of course.
That's where me I come from. After a storm, it will be a calm.
Steve.
Yeah.
What about a campaign plan in a 5 year, in a 4.5 year?
Nothing.
What them are going to have campaign plan? Because we are going to remember how them fight against the government in the worst hurricane ever for Jamaica, you know. I know them build a fight against the country and spread rumor and propaganda, you know. We are going to remember that.
So when 2030, there's no more PNP. 2030, there's no PNP party. Believe me, man. You see all the black now, and the young people are coming to remember when the school bus and thing. You know, Ernest Scritti? We see a PNP woman that say, a car for his school bus on Hanover.
Yeah.
And he said to me, say, these are the same people who go up on campaign. I said, you don't want the school bus, you know. Remember when Andrew said, we bring canteen house at Jamaica, you know. PNP get on them platform and downgrade container, you know. And then see when I come back to container house, no better. You get me? So, brother, here what? This man is in front of go and check. Come to the PNP to your mind. Let me tell you quickly. This come 2030. Come 2030. A 4th term we are getting. 4th term. Believe no man. Believe.
Well,
next man is get
that. Say something man then check out jump out and we bring up Caroline.
Okay, let me start a little bit so I'm not stay long so Caroline can come up. Guys, listen, we might behave badly a while ago, but me not have a tolerance to deal with them when they come on the platform with them foolishness. Me not have that tolerance there, right? Me really not have that tolerance. So let me apologize for some of the explicits that I use, but me did feel like me want to grab the boy and take his head and lick it in our wall. as some did feel. Because when he come and I go talk about Juliet, come and notice in the on social media for the past week or so on Facebook, I see they keep posting about how she should not be in she should not be Speaker of the House, and them start pan Juliet all of a sudden again because look here. You see, although you see Andrew as a Prime Minister and running the country so good, behind every progressive man is a strong woman. And if they can break down that, you think so them do this thing just so? Them have them plan. If them can break down that, them feel like they can break down everything because Juliet has been behind Andrew from the inception. She's a strong individual. You understand? I mean, I'm going to sit down here so and hear anybody, either on the PNP side or otherwise, come and disrespect Juliet or put her down, and I have something to say. I'm going to jump on any platform here and I'm going to speak. Right? And if it come to the test, if it reach a point where me really can't control myself, me have to make that like a get up part of me come out because all I will have it. Right? I mean, hate to sit down and hear them talk bad about Juliet. Because at the end of the day, she's a strong black woman.
Well,
right?
First lady, some people are saying no apology needed.
But me that for cost too clot, man, because the boy I feel like I take him head and just bounce it to the wall. Anyway, take me down.
All right, respect. All right, I could bring up Caroline. What time now? Ian, Canon.
Yes, Quitty.
Yeah.
Boy, come and disrespect First Lady, man. Him can't do that. Not when me depend it. You understand? Him can't do that. Anyway, Yam Petal. You just put on my little thing, you know. Because you see me beat up Ian last night and him jump up. And I pay money war start. I mean, come for now.
Last night.
And the shootout starting, you know, boss. You understand? Yeah. So now my thing put on, you know, you don't want Petal. I just wait till she fly up back, you know, then we can talk about that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man,
look good, man. I just love it last night, man. It good last night. I tell you, one of the best nights. I tell you, we have last night.
Last night, man. What about
yeah, man, but the one Black King now, we have to send for him, you know, because him say I get a lion, you know. Him say I get a lion, and I love, you know, say...
Yeah, man. Lion for lion.
Yeah, man. So, everything all right, though. Everything all right, Squitty, man. Now, make somebody else talk, because I have to stop my work here. That's what keep coming.
All right, respect. Excellent.
Yeah, that's good. I go have it.
Yes, brother, we're there upon the battlefield, you know.
But I'm there, listen, man. You just know that PNP in like come on in a big man. Especially when them...
Yeah.
Especially when them progressive, you know. They don't like woman big man. And the only blood of the pan people shoulder right now is PJ Patterson, Omar Davis, and the set Mark Golden and Peter Bunting. And them alone make people analyze themselves in Jamaica. So them have blood on them shoulder. Matter them so they can't stop on no matter what them do I say.
They can't stop. We're going to see Jamaica rise and shine, brother. And them are going to realize, boy, them are going to look bad. Because them are saying, look how we are doing small, look how man fix the country good. Look at Jamaica.
If you look at them, the same PNP in front of the election with a ball, and them see when a ball said we. But they say that
ball was the same people who never have nothing before, you know. Them are use them never have nothing before. Them not all now go on for them.
Then they are foreign, they now do no business at Jamaica and then now do enough for my upliftment at Jamaica and don't try to bring down the country. They ask them not much to say, but I'm going to go and listen to the item.
Yeah, man. All right, my G.
Yeah, man. Blessing.
All right. We talk to Big Sister. Big Sister, what go on? Step up, Big Sister. All right. Castellano.
Big up on yourself.
Big up Castellano.
I eat some food, but...
You know, so. Give me a minute, man. You have some good food.
Yeah, man. Okay, if you come out with a foolish talk about December yet, huh?
Oh, yeah,
Okay, watch it, you know. Because the dog them loose now, you know, man, we sick some dog pan here, you know. Watch it.
Yes, it's when I said nothing of you. After you can even go to Jamaica go vote a yard chat.
You know we are talking about December 8th, right? Nothing that. What is that?
I keep
When
careful
still
of
live in a dream, when still live in a dream, me brother.
I keep careful of
Live in a dream. All them things we respond to them, you know, because we not living in a dream. A real world we are living in. Because like when you can't see no winnings under the field, man, I still a should be narrative. That's stupid, brother. Wanna say, I wanna know. Even when one PNP come to and say the man no win. The GLP vote them come in last. That's why the man win. I wanna still I run with the narrative about man win. Him winning 9
You don't have
points.
to explain nothing to them.
Him winning 9 points.
I remember in a squitty.
Appear win PNP winning.
Hold on, Clive. Hold on, Clive. My boy that talk. You don't talk me, General? Kessler?
You know, because I say PNP only winning at them choices, you know.
Yeah. Yes, I.
James and James.
I run December 8th. Yes, better election I go run December 8th.
That squitty they eat late, that PNP they am late and James they win.
Yeah. Not drink too much rum, man. Rum at say them I go win. All right. Clive, go on now, S-Lap. Look who hear you.
Yeah, we just say, that seat there Andrew running all the time. If you notice, when the Jews and Bucks them come in, the PNP always win the center and up where Ninja Man used to live, you know, up a Mall Road, them place they, we come in with more vote for the PNP. But when Tower Hill and them places come in, brother, a different story.
Okay, we are gonna mute you for now because you talk your foolishness. Yes, sir. Take a mute. We put some tape on your mouth. I think you chat too much. Yes, Clive, go on now.
Yeah, it's good. So the brother, him keep fooling himself all the time. I don't know why him try to do that. Maybe I wonder if a social media stunt or everything. But nowadays the people do some things, they go viral, people see them face and hear their name, but it just die out after a time, it just die out, you know? That make no sense, Virgin.
Ian, send a request now, Ian. You want to give a reason, you know? For real.
We never hear the show earlier on, when it happened, who come on the show, where them say, we never heard nothing like that. We just come on the thing, you know?
Ah. All right. Yeah, man. Hold on then. Hold on there. J bless. J2 bless. Yo, J bless. Unmute your mic now. She not talk. Yeah, man. Afraid of Andreas. That's why they must speak so much lie, and I feel like that can't work. I tell lie and I go like that can't work.
I know they know say for Andrew in the rank can't win the election, you know. That's why they want to get the votes, you know.
Talk about December 8th. You know what is December 8th? That's just a date. Where that I go do? I want to have a birthday. I'm going to say, okay, birthday. And somebody birthday at that.
That's your birthday.
What the judge are going to tell them? Oh, Andrew Holness cannot be in the prime minister and lose him seat. How would them? How would them, man? They can't run country. They can't run them yard. Not even in constituency they can't run over country. But then constituency are the worst place in Jamaica.
You see, Andrew, if you go down in a jungle, I'll build up step and something for the people.
And fix up the whole of Carl Smith drive on them place.
But they must say, Mark him a fix it.
Mark can fix what?
We know say at the Spark program.
Mark full of shit. Okay.
Spark program. I work on the Spark program.
Mark a big shit in a plate.
Opposition, I run the Spark program. Me never know them. Man, them not no sense, brother. Them have no head. Proceed. Beswick, send a request. Them not no head, brother. And come and talk all kind of nonsense. More conflict of interest and them bag of foolishness. You know where them a go with that? Like that can't work, yes, sir. That not work. Nobody not believe that. I want to come with a look of foolishness. You see it. All right. Well, we have Ian, big up Ian, 100 life.
Big up Smitty, big up Panel, big up viewers. Yeah.
Yes, I. We soon get down to some business, but we talk to 100 life first. 100 life.
Yeah, David.
They're on the battlefield, man. You not give up.
You know what, which is right. You know, say Prime Minister declare war.
Yeah.
The Prime Minister put on him alpha male shirt now.
Which is right. A long time once he put on.
Man say, yo.
Long time once that side there.
Man turn Al Pacino.
A long time once that side there, man. Once,
Yeah,
you know?
man. First people say I'm afraid of people, man. Warrior. No?
Yeah.
Sometimes we have to.
Sometimes the king has to show say my king for real. You know?
Yeah, man, you have to become a man who say, I'm going to push over no more, you know.
Yes, man.
I'm going to push over.
Because they're not going to change it, so we just take advantage now. Reach a stage where they must look like they must start take advantage. Because if a man can sit down cross you in a parliament and I tell life on you.
Yeah, like a vlog in a guan.
You understand? Like a black in a guan.
Hey.
Like a joke is this.
And that's the seat of the government, and the seat of the country, that seat of government.
Yeah, but 100.
Yo.
What the man them not understanding now. An MP was elected to represent the people them, right? And a prime minister was elected to lead the country. So me hear some people talk about Westmoreland a PNP country. Westmoreland a Jamaica. And the PNP them in a Westmoreland a PNP. So the MP so was represent them, but Andrew Holness of the country at hand.
Yeah, man, I country.
14 parish belongs to the Prime Minister. The lead.
The country belongs to them.
Then him the majority vote for and a vote for lead to manage some parish.
You know,
your mandate is to manage a 14 parish.
Everybody.
And there were 63 constituents. Only pick some people now to represent, to vouch for.
Yeah.
The man have to know the role of government, you know. They think Donald Trump only the America for run some part of America. He man run all America. And when him not no governor there, him still run it. Because he's my president for America, I'm a president for Republican alone. So Andrew Holness is the leader for the GLP, but is the Prime Minister for Jamaica. So Mark Gold is not opposition to PNP now. Man, opposition for Jamaica. That means him for say Andrew Holness step out of line. But him make like say Andrew Holness don't listen to him. Or less what? Unless you tell some lie. The man have to come out and make them know say, yo, a one done boy, you know. The man go put on Siago shoes, yeah? They know say, a one done.
Iron boat, we send him, man.
Yeah, man.
You get the iron boat, you know.
And them have to know themselves, you know.
All right, people. All right, we are going to some serious business now. We have a motivational speaker, you know, tonight. We are going to talk about certain things. Saying, yeah, and we want everybody to just mute on the mic for a minute
All right, the man them say I can ask question, man.
Yeah, them can ask question, but we know what we just want the motivational speaker to talk. And when they don't talk, the people them can question and put in no input. See? So they can just jot down what they want, because we don't want it too noisy and the back and forth thing. We want them to speak for a while. And when them talk for a while, we don't listen to what they say. And if we don't agree, we don't write down the thing them, so we can debunk him or whatever and question him, all right? So, nobody don't know who the motivational speaker yet, you know. So, I'm going to introduce him right now. We have 176 people on the live and listen right now. Those in the far you, and those in the chat. Then, all right, such man, step up.
Bless up.
Motivational speaker for the night. Yeah. We'll give him a 30-minute stint on this, sir. Go on. Floor here.
All right, look, you know, basic, you know. We just tell a story. Because sometimes when we tell a story, other people listen and say, boy, the story doesn't sound real. You know, lucky. The man, they get lucky. And when I have to tell a man, say, yo, you know, anything we do, once we believe in ourselves, we can turn anything possible. You know, when me I go high school, I left school from early, 8th grade, they'll go 9th grade. My mother look at me and tell me, say, Ian, you're not going to really make it too far in life, you know. And I said, why you say such? She said, but if you don't get your education and graduate, and then I said, Mommy, you don't think it's going to work out for me. Too much struggling. You know, whole up we have to go to school. I mean, my mindset can set different now. Oh, me can make something out of myself. Anyway, left school, hit the street. Dep on the street, start do some trade and stuff and start do. First trade me do, you know, locksmith, you know. No, for make key. That never read for me neither, because I not see my way out neither. So I can count the last workplace I work at the PNP Electrics. I was a person that used to pack up, clean out the shelf and pack up the stack, the electrical thing in Panitan. I said, this is not really me. I don't need this. What I said, if I go look back, work again. So I do about 38 workplace I work. And when I say work, I mean 38, man.
Wow.
38 workplace I work. And I work them short in a critical. When I go there, I have to say, yo, this is not really cut out for me. I make a move. And we make the move. Besides, I go do one big thing for myself. I start the selling. So I start go mobile, start sell on the street and thing, and still now make it neat. Buy a little VW van, and I look a VW van, and I start juggle. Still now see. So man say, yo, Ian, you know why you now make it? So to myself, why? Because every idea we come up with, I mean your idea now, follow somebody else, and you do it them so you can do it now. So meet a brethren from that G and yeah, my reason and I say, you know, say, you see a little business idea where I want to start, you know, but and if I could have lend me a money, I say, how much money? And I say, hey, let me want 15,000 and see if I can build up on one poker box and thing. And I say, boy, you need to know that about. Him tell me yes, still, you know, but I can go tell him in people, and in people I say, no, son, that make no sense. When I check my wallet said, me tell us, if I go look work, you know. And you love gambling too much. Nah, lend me my money, because you love gambling too much. But got the man come and say, yo, I nah lend you the money. But me make up and buy the 2 first machines, and you look at location and put them out. After 1996, I start make my 2 first machine, me and the Virgin do partnership. And that's how we start. I will go and we start add one more 2 more to me get a spot in a coronation market. That's how me really start see my company. But me register my company. The greatest thing, me register my company, with 2 bucks, I go register my company. Basic Entertainment and Gaming. 1996, me register the company there. Well, some man who register them company at all. They not just go and do the hustle and do it. But me register it. Then me see my business start grow. I start dropping a Trillani in a farm up. I start put out machine now. With me start make my own machine them now. Out there, I put out and I see little growth and I start know people. I decide to yo, me really find my passion with my love. But although me I do it, some man adult me I tell me say, yeah, and that now go work out because Chinese man business this and and I say, I believe in myself. Cause my mother don't write me off long time and tell me say, now go on for you, So want to go look work. Then at the Franklin town, make a step, no move. I go to one place named Red Glow. That time you say, I like use a thief, I will move, go up this one, go up this one now. Man, when me wake up now, I look how I can show up my wire again in the script. Light wire, then the way up in the air. So, so what do to me, it take me out of that comfort zone there. I'm stealing light for no. Oh no, I can go pay a light bill. Because we never used to know for pay a light bill party. So I start to join the line, I get the meeting and my name, and the responsibility start to kick in. And I start to find, I say, yo, you would have blame yourself, you have blame people for your downfall, You have to just take the full responsibility. Me I move and I go through, my book a lady, we live in the States. They say, me can cry you up. Take your day so I can make your life look better. I said to myself, a big chance this to me now, And one man said, no, don't go nowhere. Stay with your youth. Take care. But I run with your youth, but your youth no be no barrel. No barrel pitney. I say, me not too forward. I just said, boy, you see, you don't want nothing out of life either. Come be there, I try. The woman I try bring me go find me work me out, Fail paper for your building and jam my yard and stay so. Go and do my box business, go and do it, and go and do it. And I start to grow. Yeah? Me never have no intention to do nothing else more than just do my box business. Now 2007 now I decide to say, yo, I'm gonna make an alteration to this business, And I start to import some things coming in. And I saw salt, the first import, customs all and pan it,
What you import?
Some gaming products, board and, poker board and them thing, then customs all and pan it, man. Because sometimes you say the link thing, you get so comfortable with the link. Somebody always I pull some strings for you. And that day the strings couldn't pull for me and they decide say they need some tax papers and some. Remember I registered the business from 1997, So she say, I think that custom lady there, I was a nice lady. She said, I better clear them goods that you're coming, some TCC and some documents, a commercial thing you bring in. Say, yo, I never lose. What am I thinking? I'm a TCC party. Just said, man, TCC free. It's free, man. Go on, you don't pay tax. Well, when she say it, quickly, it lit me, So I go so boom, no one run, go. Tax officer, I say, no, you need an accountant. You run business for so long that I know say the registration of the business will go against me now, That registration when we register the business, I will go against me,
Yeah.
I get the accountant and the accountant say, roof, this and him broke up that and say, yo, you owe the government about $4 million, man. Guess who now $4 million party? Me. Me not have it. But a girl up a tax after the requirement and tell me, say, here what you do this week. Write a letter. NHD, all of them, and ask them, say, you know, or you can pay this money and see whether they can waiver. But you have to go pay up the whole of the penalty for the business registration. When we go up there, so again, them say, you can lock down the business, you know, and file bankruptcy and open a new name. She tell me, oh, if you get around it, you know, lock down the business where you have. Turn in back the people say you're out of business. But you said, I'm going to tell you what will affect you now. You're going to need a company account. And because your company young, enough of the bank, they're not going to open it for you. But if you use this business where you have for so much years, you can go with the account today. So me learn on the way, you know. And I say, but if me pay the government in $4 million, I have a long-serving company around. But if me close down the business, file bankruptcy, open my business on a new name, I'm not going to have an account. And that day they may decide, say, no. I'm not like my company. I'm not like it down. I go open my account same way and deal with it. I pay up the money, borrow, pay up my money. And to today, I have my name, company name. The growth start this because you need a banking system to really make you go forward in a life, you know. Any man will tell me, say them can't make it in a life without bank. Them no bank money, they no put money in bank. I'm say, nah, go work out for you. No time at all. You have to have a bank because that's where money is supposed to go in and come back out. Bank money no save on the bed and then a mattress and everything there. Money don't real. Can't spend. And from this, so I start to learn how the system operates. First thing, you have to take blame, responsibility on your own self. If you don't fall, don't complain. Take full responsibility for life. What do you want from life? What you want out of life? Write it down. Take notes. Sure. Don't keep it in your head. Your head is not a diary for your future.
That's right.
Yeah. Not go your bed, but your dream, no future. Your vision and write down your future. Most of the man they may dream, sometimes them get to them, they remember the dream. But if you write it down, you remember what you write. 2007, start take my business serious. Get loan, go to the bank, I take a loan. Sometimes I get some high interest rate, but I take it. Pay me interest, pay off, take again, pay again, and start to build my company. So when me tell enough more man they behind me, I may bring them in, Mr. Come in. We sit down. Your life can change. You decide that you want your life to change. Stop blaming people. You understand? Stop blaming people. Take responsibility for your own life. Believe in yourself. Believe in your passion where you want. The grown man come, we blame government. What we are blaming government for? Study the role of government. The government not give people nothing. Government come to you for something. Government collect tax. You know? What kind of business government you know? I collect tax.
Yeah.
What kind of business you know? I collect tax. So you're supposed to put yourself ahead to pay your taxes.
Sure.
And yeah, you know, let me see my business start to grow. We start to introduce more people. And we start put people say, yo, this is where you try dominate this. So we start take business from Portland to Mobile. They get vehicle, we start go, we start promote, we start market my thing. But one thing with me, never selfish. always get everybody as a buy party. This some buy from. See if I can buy from this too. You take me alone can't do it. Jamaica too big, but me alone cannot do it. I will come say other people in the same business, you know, but them like keep it to themselves. So I do when I do, I start to divert my business. I'm diverting a real estate. I start look piece of land, I start do that, and then I just start to branch off. And I'm to them, you know, enough people meet me for the first time and always ask me, are you name Mr. Basic? Man, take my name and get that man, you know. Me and my brethren used to par, you know, meet them Owen, you know, me and my par, you know. And every time them I go to him, them go to him belly big and him know him have a bigger body than me. So them say the name fit me. The name fit me. Them I say, no, him name so, you know, really, him name so, them I say that him name so. Nah man, you name so. But the real thing is that we all born with a talent inside that way. You have to know your talent, you have to know your gift. If you think so your gift have to work till you reach retirement, you know, and you think that's not your real gift, but you decide that the way you want to. Me couldn't finish school because school and done when they say, man, you look at work, you look at job now, overtake your family. And I when that ever happen? Some man tell me say you can't force your youth them to do them own thing, fine, true. But if you're gonna build generational wealth for your youth, then your youth know to assist your ability to. Yeah. You have to be a part, you know.
Sure.
So your youth them have to play a part in anything where you do if you know say this is what you're going to leave for them.
Yes, I.
You know, and really believe that every single soul, I'm saying, though I believe everybody on the panel and everyone that really can make it in a life, you know, they can have it, but the problem is take full responsibility of your own. You can't get up and say, oh, I'm going to blame the man there, and the man there make me. Yeah. But if enough of we if we born poor, you know, and not our fault, you know.
Sure.
But our fault if we get poor, you know, then all the life where we live, nothing you could have find. It's the same country, the world we live in, I say, boy, country rough. This now go on. Remember, the same prime minister, him lead me and you. Remember the same work, everything around it surround me and you. That was your mindset. I take full responsibility of you because you want to find somebody to blame. Some people don't like take risks. But me always say, no, the hardest risk me taking in life, you know, is when I go have sex, you know. Because sometimes we have unprotected sex, though. The first time you have some man have sex and I hear them catch, you know. And we still do it. 4 pitney, 5 pitney. Risk. The next week you start a car engine and say you're going to drive your truck car go on the road. You know, must go one back, you know. So why are we afraid to take risks to build yourself? Why? You have to take responsibility in the life, and we can guarantee you the result is going to be a sounding that, yes, I did this. You can't want to work at one place for 25 years, forget best worker for the century, for the decade. So when you hear a problem, I speak because I don't like hear people complain. When I can't complain, I say, no, you're not for complain party, man. What the best results are? What you think about you? What you think you can gather from life? Sometimes them don't even know, but them if I complain it better. Squitty, when my mother, right now, my mother, they amongst me. And every time she tell me, say, I'm glad the day never listen to me. So, mom say, I don't like me upset with them, man. They didn't know me the one from life. And I want to get to, we not fight education, because my kids are highly educated. But me have to take for them education and try to build me with them. So, to all while we work as a team. That's what the Chinese people are working on.
Yeah.
The Lucians, the Butch, the Stuart, them work as a family business. We are the only team, only black people are the only people them when them hear say them sick, them start to sell out what them have. Them not left nothing for no pitney. We start to want to know how much you can sell that from, we can sell this stuff. Then by the way I go sell it, you don't sick already. What that I go do? Leave it on to your grandkids. And once you believe that when you die, you're going to leave something for your kids and your grandkids, they must get rich, man.
Yeah, generational wealth a build.
The only way that you know, you have the mindset there, you know. I know if you die, you know, is when you make sure say when you die, you're going to leave something for your grandkids, and them can't sell it either.
Generation.
Wealth. When we go on my dream bed, then I'm a dream, you know. I'm me dreaming, you know. And God look at me and tell me, say, yo, if you want to make it in a life, you know, you have to labor, you have to be a labor, right? But I know politics in that tell me, I tell me, say, you have to labor the right way. Some people say luck, or it will be luck. If you labor under correct knowledge, then you must get results.
Sure.
You have to get results you want, you know. And we decide from me at 20, you start labor the right way. I always tell them, I'm proud to be who I am, you know, today, you know, because I know where me that come from. Thief like, thief water, don't pay no rent, can't pay no rent. Every stone of every emperor. If a man look super D, a man who come from outer east, no, every Sunday night we're gonna dance. We never really take full responsibility for ourselves. Sometimes we tell ourselves, no, we can't do this tonight. I am who I am today because of my harshness and because I believe in myself. And I never take my mother's advice. I could have continued and look up to me reach all 50, 60 workplace. I go through the whole work and decide to stop at 30, it can't go no further. So the man tell me, say, yo, you must can't make it. I say, lie you are tell. Because most of my work, they have both in my workplace, much you may employ. About 19 of them have a staff. I'm cry some of them on the road and cry them at Franklin Town Squitty. 16 Somerset, cry them go there. And they said, look, one room there. And that used to live, you know. And the man look at me and tell me, say, lie, you tell him. And I say, ask anybody. And the man say, yo, wait, where you used to live? He said, see, look a room over there for the man.
Yeah.
I said, I believe me now. So I don't want, the reason I cry when they never show me so I can't make it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, most of my work them roaming, most of them drive. The last one, Mr. Drive come and work with you, Mrs. Hardy, Mrs. Drive come and say, Paddy, where you get, why you buy such a car? I said, boss, show me the right routes, man. I love the dance and I love that, and I don't think enough to buy my car, and I respect you for that. It come in my head, say my teeth, you know. It come in my head, say, yo, he must save him money. Then you get him, he must save him money. And if someone who can read, encourage them to pray. Find yourself from one church. Find yourself if your girlfriend can read, it should help you. It should help you. Life is something that is so, it's so joyful to me to see other people grow, other people rise. I know exactly where me I come from. Me could have been one of the most notorious, like enough people. We take ourselves from that and say, nah, I know we don't want my one son me have. I mean, I want my son come on. My son give me 3 grand youth. And I say, son, here we are going to do for me now. I'll get you a house for the grand youth then.
Big up, Kerry.
All of my youth, them round me same way. Them work.
Yes, sir.
Round me same way. And them respect me. Them say, dads, if you're a man where left school from mid 9th grade, I go 9th grade. You're different. So I start act up on my gift. I start to move myself towards my destiny. The Buju Bantan thing I sang, you know. Destiny. Look from when me I call you. Me never know say me and Buju Bantan could have been a neighbor. Me never know say me could have lived amongst the berry samans. It's a real thing me I tell you about. To where a youth way so chop him wire pan in the Franklin town pan wire pan light wire and thief like a light and thief water and them something. Me never know. Wait say me tell you this, is if the custom girl Squitty never will lamp on them goods there.
Yeah.
But that still a depend on link. That is why me tell the young man last night, so yo, sometime link hold your back. Because I always have somebody that clear that little box for me. You understand what I mean? Until she hold on point and say no more. Go straighten up your life. So you can never look back. And never look back from that happened to me. I did so me straighten up myself. When the woman tell me say you can close on your company, you know, and give me back the receipt, the business certificate, you know. But you work through so much years worth of business. So I say, what me finish? Get a different name, close under a company, but I can tell you your defaults. The bank now go recognize the new company. It have to be a certain years old first. No government institution now go recognize that company. Keep the years going, go find a way to pay the government in tax. Take our advice, sweetie. See me and know.
Yes, sir.
I can proudly say that I do have a degree now. I do have one. I have a common insurance under my belt. Not a degree. Not a certification part, but I qualify just like the man who have him certificate, you know.
Yeah.
My dad, yeah. That mean me not going to introduce a man saying not to get army medication. But I know we are doing that. Please figure out your gift for God give you. No, make your gift be a side hustle. Some man have them gift and then make it be the side hustle. Use your gift. It will go billion. Work 9 to 5. How far it can bring you? Because if you work 9 to 5, now there's a time when you come near retirement or fire and you can't get fire, you know. So we will keep looking back, we keep doing back the same thing over. Look at the next job. Because that's what they teach us in a school, how to educate yourself to get that job. Some people educate themselves and use it towards themselves and build themselves by creating. Some people turn doctor, some people turn open their own practice, some people turn lawyer, have their own practice too, some people turn nurse and them start to do their own nursing home, some people build themselves. I did. And if I do it, we can tell 1 million people say, hey, you can do it too, you know. You can. But if you stop the complaining, Because sometimes you complain, you get complacent, you get used to complaining, you run out of complaining, you just create some more. So you start tell a lie. To complain, you just create some more. So you start tell a lie.
Sure.
Believe kill, and it also cure. But one thing I can tell a man, it can cure you if you believe.
All right, that's how Ian.
Yeah.
Well, Ian attack him life story, you know, because you see this program named Second Chance and Show Out Chat. Then, so Ian tell him story from nothing to something. And we love the motivation we matter to people. So you can be something better. You know to just go and live so like you know and reach nowhere. Ambition and motivation give success. And don't give up. And that's what I try to tell you now. See? So anybody want to talk to Ian about anything? What on the box and talk now?
Yes, Ian, man, and
Bless it, slap.
yeah, man, give thanks to know, say, you go through the challenge and you can come relate it to others, you know? And as we say, you're not the only person going on the road. There are some people where even try and fail and then give up. See? Because I have a bridging will take him, end him life, you know? Because things never go good for him, man. And I think, say, must be the anger when him do it about why him do it, why him doing about when I look back on it, I say, boy, I never know where I go through. See? Because some people can rise and stand up and fight and becomes what they want to be, while the next person, them can't even reach it, brother. If it fail, them feel like see them life shall just end. No. Because motivation is important. Maybe if a man was there to motivate him, maybe he won't do him though.
Sure.
So we have to respect where you share with we right as now and others will listen. Even me, right now, I think of doing something in a yard right now, and I think deeply Ian because you know more set up a place where students, because you know when you come to the pop in your students them always look place to rent.
Yeah, board, yeah.
Yeah, so I try to say I can do that so far, you know.
Oh, one damn thing you want to do.
Yeah, more set up a place where, well, me have the place already and thing. We just need to finish set it up and we can rent it to the student then.
Yeah, because my neighbor have one over here, so, and if you want a family, I just pay her nurse and pharmacist over there. You can't bother the bank around. So
Yeah,
every
man,
summer them gone and come back September. So I'm like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a new thing now. The family just like up a month there. You pay 40 grand a month or whatever and 10 girls in one room. Yeah. Something like that, them do.
Yeah.
From long time them do that still.
Me have some family where used to do it from back in the days in the 70s and was a little kiddie. But there was the one person who was doing it. Then they have a big yard near to the puppy market.
Yeah, grown this off, pay them something, the dormitories.
Yeah, they used to have students over the yard for years and years. Students was always going there to stay.
More simple.
Yeah, man. But a good motivation this, Ian. And we give thanks to what the idea right now, brother.
Ian, me here mentioned so that the company's office at New Kingston charge us money to register every year. Like 200. I don't remember how much thousand. If you don't pay the money, then take you off of the list. See? Yeah. I mean, I asked him why you want money for log on my name and something. Why should I pay you so much money per year and pay accountant per year? Why you want my money to do what? You know, and just can't get an answer.
So you're saying that the company of Jamaica, registrar company of Jamaica, right?
Yeah, New Kingston.
New Kingston, yeah. So they're saying that so you every year, if you have a company,
Yeah, man.
So but your company enact or it's active?
From all form, madam thing. Yeah. Active.
It's active or it's inactive?
Active. So me ask them why must pay
so, but
you money.
No, but if it's active, you're supposed to file a tax return.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm filing this year now, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, but then you supposed to get them supposed to get what this letter, this paper your name every year where you get it from them. You have to pay them something. The people have to pay them fees, you know.
Me know,
so you
but
do
how
account
much?
with them. You have, how much them charge you? Them, how much? How much you pay, you know? No, not much. Mind you have your accountant. Mind your accountant are angry. You're a business and I rip you off.
Yeah,
they're not charged
I change him.
They're not charged so much.
Yeah, that's that. Where the system never really
like
judge the
70 grand,
accountant.
they charge 70 grand a year, the accountant.
Nah,
right.
No, the accountant fee is 70,000 for to jump round and
yes.
to burn out him gas on the road and the road fee. You have to pay for the service then.
No, it's very easy, you know. All you do, give them a bank statement and ask 2 questions and then really jump around anymore.
No, because you don't have a chartered accountant, you know. You just have an accountant. A chartered accountant, you know.
Yeah.
It's different, you know.
Okay.
Because any accountant we are charged $70,000 a year for the accounting work. Boy, I wonder how he meet.
Ian, you know me.
No disrespect him, but how he meet.
Ian, you know me.
No, but remember him alone. Remember no, and him alone are the only accountant in Jamaica, you know.
No, she have enough people. No, she have enough people do every month. So she have money and make every month, man.
Right,
Yeah.
so you know that she have to file tax too, you know. So if she's a chartered accountant, she have to file tax. Because if you want a letter, some accountant are charge 25,000, 30,000 for your letter for a bank, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, man, them charge big money, man.
Oh, based on them license what them have. Yeah.
Ian, me ask you a question. You know, like when you live in a gated community, you're supposed to pay a service charge. That's like, no?
I think you pay maintenance.
Yeah, our next counting that again.
Yeah, so how much roughly you'd pay? That's a rough idea.
14,000 a year, 12,000 a month.
Never tell you something. Pat. You listen to this.
You know a lot of money that you pay then, brother?
Well,
Plus your
man.
mortgage.
Me have property. Me have some property in a gated.
Yeah.
And one of my apartment are $300 a month.
For
It all
maintenance?
depends on the man. It all depends on the year. You have maintenance at $700 a month, you know.
Rotted.
$800 a month. It depends on the area where you choose to buy your property, you know.
Yeah. But why you buy your house and you have to buy it again? Biggest
You can't buy. No, you can't buy. Remember, right? So you in a gated community, when you drive through the gate not open. You have to come open the gate yourself.
No. Are you using a remote in your car? Example.
No, well on, man. Well on, you press the remote right now work. Cause the light for operate the whole gating system stop work. Cause the light cut off.
All right.
Yeah, so you have to go out now. I said, oh, them pay the bill. I said, but remember, you're not paying the maintenance party.
Yeah, but it's very distasteful. Suppose you young and get a mortgage and you pay $180,000 a month for them house there. Then you have to pay an next 20 grand a month.
So why you choose? You're young. Why you never choose to capture a piece of land and build up your house there, so?
No, not me.
I got you say a maintenance. I got hold you back while you can't live in a comfort.
No, it has stressed them out to pay.
That stress you out?
No, not me. My mouse a long time saying the young people want me know. Right. I don't like those things.
Me not fight against maintenance. Me not fight against maintenance because I love comfort.
Yeah, but
remember where me I come from. Remember, I'm tell you where me I come from, you know.
Yeah,
light, cheap water. So yes, first lady.
Ian, just enlighten them that it's called a strata. Tell them that it's called a strata fee.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's right.
A number of things. For example, some part of the building insurance is also into that. Maintenance is into that. Garbage things is into it.
but first lady, when we want to say to the Dan, when we want to say to him, you bring a girl, you want a man, you bring a woman go over your house. And when you're driving at the scheme, you say, well kept,
yes,
come on here.
Yes, Ian.
Land well mown. And she said, you live in a nice place, you know. Wow. You know, you feel good, you know, you contribute to the common era.
But why so much?
Recycling and the garbage, all sorts of
all right. Let me tell you why so much.
Yes.
Right? It all depends on how much houses in the scheme.
Yes.
So when you have all 700 houses in a scheme, the maintenance are that high.
Oh.
But when you have, if you live in a villa with 90 people there, and the villa for well kept, you know, if you say,
it's tight.
Your ports are the ice. So you buy a house over a villa with 90 houses there, you pay say $1 million US then.
Yeah.
Yeah? And your neighbor agents are score, your neighbor some top people, and member of parliament live over there. You don't feel good in yourself, say your house value gone up.
Yes, sir.
So why you don't worry about $200 for your pay a month time? If your property value.
I'm saying, I understand saying work the money, but some young kids who want a choice but to start them are dead enough.
But hold on. Why we use the word young? Why we attach the age?
Fling your heart to spy, you can't reach it.
If me young, me wouldn't go buy a house on an Ochi and know say as a beachfront property, me can't step out of the house and go in at the beach. Who wouldn't do that? Because me young. Who will give me loan for do that?
Well, them are do it kind of want to hide.
So when you really for buy that property, then you're gonna get vetted first, you know. Cause you have some property in Jamaica, you know. Certain man can't buy over there, you know. And not because not have the money, you know. And the vet with them vet him, you know.
From the board or the community.
Yeah, man, them vet him. So man, here's a popcorn and come buy a villa website. Hey, no.
You can't go there.
The man rule, you know, man.
Can't go there.
Can't go there. My tips don't sell. None left over there.
Some liar.
And a man like Squitty come and get the house. Man said, then, Squitty get the house. And the man him said, no, over the popcorn. Him said, then this is them vet him. And a racial him down, you know. I vet him, you know.
Oh.
So you must know if you can afford the maintenance. You have to pay the HMO, you have strata, you have HMO.
Yeah, but your mortgage set. And every year then change maintenance.
Yeah.
That's not right, you know. In a set
I know change the maintenance, you know. Because remember say maintenance of a college.
It moves.
But then the garbage collection in no raise. The reason why I say this to you because me in the same circle too.
Okay.
So me know exactly where you come with. Because sometimes me or some man mention, me say, there's not so much you pay. You know, me know some maintenance expensive. Me have 2 property in the Florida there, you know. A $400 a month, you know.
70 grand. Ross.
No man, I mean $400 a month. Me not collect Jamaican money over there.
Alright.
A US me collect. So a $400 every month come out of it.
Right.
But this way they go on, it's when you go over the party. You have all fall, waterfall, you have farm where you get all free food, free. Every month you go pick up your basket of food, ground provision free. Me no go, because me no live over there. Because I rent it, so my tenant get it. So when the taxes come for the end of the year now, you know, and this on my head hurt me say, yo, this wicked. This half full man. Oh man, afford them taxes here. My daughter look at me and said, Dad, this a work out, the man them take. For the taxes, you know, 2 months rent I pay them, 2 months or 3 months rent I pay the taxes for the year, you know.
So you lose 3 money.
I mean, you have to give them 3 months out of the month.
3 money, yeah, 3 money you lose, yeah.
The tax is high.
Okay. But you know, a true people fuck with it when them get to it and do all that in a basic. Because if people stand up against it, them couldn't take some money from one of the tax.
Thank you.
Who that? Land tax, property tax?
If you know in Jamaica, them ever high with everything, brother. You see me I say when
but remember say property tax. Yeah, but remember, say property tax go off of value of your property, you know. And really, the house you have on the property, the government charge a property tax for, you know.
Land.
And the destination, the land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't put property tax up on Narbrook and Portmore for the same property tax.
No, sir. Them gonna pay a bag of money a month time.
Yeah, man. I want it for money, man. What if money I get time to property tax?
300,000.
And the land value?
50 million.
so you know up here, you there Portmore, but also Portmore now, you pay $7,000, $8,000 a year for property tax. And build $100 million house on the land. Something wrong with you, though?
Yes, sir.
Don't you find yourself there's something wrong with your head? Your land value a year time is $9,000 a year, and you take up $100 million bill of property on that land.
It'll go on enough for Portmore, you know. Enough.
Ah, but guess where value come in now? You can get the value of 100 million. Remember the same block where me buy build a house up and now looking at the same price, so the same block where you buy and build a Portmore now.
Yes.
But you don't have no value because you can't take the title and go look that money there from the bank.
Based on where your location.
Based on the district. Exactly. So property, some people feel them house big. Them will pay more property tax. No. I just think the way you get the land.
So you say if I build a Narbrook house down a Maxfield Avenue and I same shit. No.
Well, probably the same money it costs if you build it, but it's not the same value. So the government
location.
Yeah, location.
Yeah.
So but property tax, remember I said the property tax where you have to find out where it's being used for the upkeep. You wouldn't want to know you pay property tax on the light post and the light.
Yeah.
Because them area there, you know, well policed, you know, and that kind of stuff, you know. Yeah, man. Because them pay like enough tax a year.
Yeah, man, crazy tax, man. Your people pay. You have to, if you're going to real estate, you have to plan for this a good portfolio that you have someone to manage your portfolio. You have to have somebody can manage it for you, because when your time coming on, you have this to pay and that to pay. What if it's a party, man, and you guys get the rent and you have it out, and you know, coming at the end of the year. And if you do, if it's a business, you do it as, and you're register, you have to register too.
Yeah.
And file your returns. Because you can't go to the bank or bank money, you know, and the bank will say, well, source of funds, we all tell him, say, but you sell it, or you do it as rental.
Okay.
You have to try have a holding companies where you put all your property in, you know. So you start to build a portfolio with the bank. That means easy access to loan.
That word come up last week at Jamaica now. What is a holding company? And I'm going to try to explain it. Yes. Local news. What is a holding company? I want younger to explain it. It's when you put all your assets in one thing to save from doing that or that.
And nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong with it, you know. Some people use it as tax haven to try you know, dodge tax, save tax. Yeah, so they may attack the Prime Minister. But all of them do it.
Okay.
All of them do it. I do it. A next man do it. Because when you understand the system, it's not like you don't want to pay no tax, but if you understand this, the tax or the tax thing work, you don't have to pay a whole heap of tax.
Yeah.
Is the man we think pay the most tax in any country? Guess how?
Poor people.
No, the man will work 9 to 5.
Yeah, because they catch him.
No, he have to pay because it withdraw from him. It withdraw from him pay immediately because remember them pay you.
Yeah, then catch him. Yeah, pay then catch him. Yeah. Can't escape it.
Respect.
He can't escape.
Yeah, man. On the UK, brother, them take out all the child maintenance. Them take out all that out of your money too. That me I tell you.
The child maintenance.
Out of your money. Before you get a pay.
Oh, so then garnish everything. And the white man country them.
Oh, them set it up, you can't get a bridging. You cannot get away.
But TRN, what do you think TRN mean?
Tax something.
Try run now. you think I joke?
No.
No, like you must have fine you.
Anything on the little baby we born.
Of TRN.
Of TRN.
Number.
That's the one to the refine you.
You want try run now, no?
I don't know.
You hear me tell you?
Well, Ian, you give some good information tonight.
Yeah, I'm glad to the girl them not there. Because Ian would have got trouble them.
With the girl there?
Then hurts them.
The part of
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
If them say if you want good, you know, what you have to do?
Yeah, run nose.
Run
nose, man.
Nah. If you want to be great, your hand and your foot have to put in the work. Why you sit down and cry? If you want good, and your nose a run, I cry, you cry, you know.
Yeah.
You ever see a man a cry and his nose a run and him I run water. And he say, what happened to you? He say, boy, things bad.
Yeah,
so let me see your hand.
The different parts.
So, boy, look strong.
A different parts of the squitty.
Yeah, man, it's a
If you want good,
a bishop, you know. A bishop.
if you want good,
a different parts of this.
Yeah, man,
and your foot them a have and can.
Bishop, I tell you as it is. I will talk that.
I mean, I've been a ball. My nose now run if I want good, you know. My hand have to be can. My foot them have to pain up because I have to walk before me want. I mean, as a boy, I put my hat far where I can reach it. Can I take stick and take it back down?
Let's check.
I mean, now I put my hat nowhere where nobody else can trouble my hat, you know. And the struggle is real.
Ian, you know, say, Ian,
Yep.
you know, say,
Yes,
when I look at you, I watch the movie called the other day come, I didn't understand nothing about it. The other day, I watch it, really understand it, what it really all about, you know. This brother here come from country, I try to find a way to make him life better, him have a talent. And when he go and advise him first song, the man them force him to sell him song for $20. And he decides, he might try other option. And him, everywhere him go, them banter him so much, everywhere him go, them reject it because them already tell the people to reject this brother here, music. Saying if they have no other choice, he have to go back to them and sell them the music for the $20.
Him say, I am not going to sit down and wait about no pies in the sky.
No.
I want my one and I want my one now.
Naturally.
And I'm going to go for it.
That movie is very underrated for Shakespeare.
So my story just relate to you. It never must be the other. They coming up and me alone.
Naturally.
But out of the hardness, I must come out of it. Because life hard, you know. Now the ghetto not really hard.
Yeah.
But my dream must come out.
You know, it becomes a big movie today, you know. Maybe when it just come out, it never seems that, but now it becomes a big movie because
it was always an inspiration movie, you know.
No, but
yes, some people watch it.
They didn't even give it that ratings like what them give today.
No.
You know why? You know why I slap? I know for the youth them come out of the ghetto and they make it. And you know what them do? Them end up go back.
Yeah.
Them end up go back. And we had a conversation the last night and we have said most of the entertainers them not really do not invest in them in the country.
No.
Is it because they don't have the education to do that?
You don't need no education for know.
You need common sense and knowledge, brother.
You just need common sense and natural.
But yeah, basically, there's no sense that is common. It's all natural, brother. Can you use your senses naturally as a human being? Saying, can you grow your sense grow there, you know, brother? Saying,
your sense grow and turn instinct, you know. So you have to have instinct to know what is good for you. But if you study most of the artists, them, you know, is that when you get old, you Them can't bury themselves, you know.
Brother, we don't see it happen to Frankie Paul, man. We see it happen to Frankie, you know. And you have a brother named Chinda Simi to tell us, Frankie that whole time asleep in a hotel for nearly 3 years. Yo, brother, the man I live some reckless life. And when him drop out, them a look donation for help with him funeral and all these things. It's a joke. That's a joke.
But Frankie Paul, most man tell them say, no, life short. So me I live my life. I enjoy myself. And guess what me doing? Me money done. And him still alive. Come on, so you not in yourself. You just say your money done. Yeah, yourself, no, you didn't put lifespan for your life, you know, say it's short.
Yeah, because
so your money done let your life.
Yeah, and after a time the game will calm down for me, you know, cause after a time if you entertain the game calm down for them after a time, you know.
Yeah, like 10 years or 5 years, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, remember if Vice Carter never got prison and come back in the game with a calm down like everybody else. So like him not big on Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson want to calm down too.
So relevance. So relevance, it keep him relevant, you know. So negativity sometimes really sell.
Yeah.
For him, yeah.
Yeah, it really, work for him.
Yeah.
So everybody who Ninja Man want got jail, can feel if him come out and get relevant, you know, but you know, work out all the while because Ninja Man and the Shabba and the one them, they were the one that control decades.
Yeah.
I think Shabba the only one who come out right, you know, relevant with money, you know. Them man there, yeah, from the 80s.
Ian, when Michael Jackson come to England, come to do the show, a 100 million pound him give me the first him get some money in his life because him in a debt, you know. Saying and English people them love him. The English people them love him so much more than the American people. If it was the America alone, Michael Jackson won't get back on him foot, we him get back on him foot. And the English people put him back on him foot. You saw them pass off Ian, you see all of the fans them, them some of them frame them ticket, them do tattoo the ticket on them body. Them no want about them money. Them say no, we don't want about them money.
Okay.
You see me, the love of them have for Michael Jackson and when them put him through and the people them understand, English people them besides say, hell knows brother, they don't want back a penny.
No refund.
No refund.
No, but remember I know. Michael Jackson was famous. He was famous, you know.
Yes. We're not saying that the love that the people had for him here in the UK is way more, it's way more stronger than the love of them have for him in the United States. And that I get to understand.
But Michael Jackson having a love for himself?
Well, I don't know, I couldn't say, but what I'm saying to you that, Ian, that money that he needed to go back on him foot.
But Clive, when Michael Jackson do with the money, he get it out?
I don't know. I couldn't say
why Michael Jackson there with any girl. Michael Jackson there with any girl free. No.
Yeah.
Of course. What? So and I say like a girl, a woman take away money. And I like them getting a divorce and a divorce go bad and them say what you know. You have to pay half and half. Michael Jackson do some fucking with the money party. By all animal and them people.
What you want to know? Him tell the people them say the reason why him not have the Neverland and have him own.
Never have it.
The reason why him say have them things is because him can't go to the public because of people. You understand? No? So him have him own comfort because the people him not have peace if him go up on the street. You understand?
No? Why England get 100 million?
Eh?
When left go to England get 100 million?
Because him in some debt to them Neverland, like them have him under some pressure, like them want to take away in place and them and all them things.
So you don't
and the people them send him to come to England.
You give Michael Jackson your money to bail him out?
I wouldn't say I wouldn't give my money to bail him out, but what I'm saying to you, the love of the people them have him here in this country. Him
no, get wrong, me love Michael Jackson, you know, but me wouldn't bail him out.
Yeah, but you wanna, Ian, the money when him getting on Ian. A far way more money than the debt when in, and so they make sure you know them have enough money
to come over there.
Because them love him that way, and them understand the struggle him go through as a youth and all them things or them pressure him. Because him tell you all son in them pressure him and all them things, brother. Saying him tell you suffering them go through as a youth.
you, Clive, you say you want go in a real estate.
Yeah.
And you say you want just develop a place that people can move. What do you think I hold you back?
No, what happened? I actually start and we just need to accumulate the rest of funds to finish doing me do.
What funds?
The cash, the money. Me need to have the amount of money we need one time. Me need to have it to finish doing me do. You understand me? I say,
Yeah, man, yeah.
Yeah, but Clive.
Yeah.
When I say something to you, and don't get it wrong, don't get it twisted. You actually don't need no funds, Clive. So if me ask you need the funds, where you get it from?
Well, me I do some saving that me I do.
All right. And what are you feel you're going to reach? And what question I'm going to ask you, Clive?
Yeah.
Question when I face myself with. So, yeah, save. Who save your money?
Yeah.
Who you save with a bank, no?
Yeah, man.
All right. You have an account to the bank. So your idea, remember now, you have to have the idea first, no?
Yeah, man. Them not tell us I have the idea, everything.
You ever went to your bank?
Have the land space, so.
You ever went to your bank manager yet and sit down with the idea and put it on paper?
Well, I never got to them with it like that yet still, but...
You remember? Remember in the story I tell you, say, start write down your goals on paper and start keeping in your head.
Yeah.
Okay, your first thing I need is to start to write them things. So me go, forget you, I tell you something, I get loan down.
Yeah.
Me never tell you something, save, you know.
You say you get loan, yeah?
You get loan. Where you get loan? You have to have the plan. You have to have the plan. Put on paper, you know.
Yeah, but what I'm saying,
you know, you can't go to one man. One like.
Yeah, but maybe because you have a company set up and all them things.
Me never have a company, me never have no company.
Can you see you have a company?
Can I get a minute?
One sassy, that's a girl.
Listen, Clive. Let me tell you how rich people get rich. You see, your money where you put on at the bank where you save up to a certain extent,
the bank
when the rich man and the rich at a certain percentage, if possible, and the rich man invest it and get rich off it because you put on your money at the bank and it's asleep. The bank can't make money off of that. So the bank loan out your money now, and who will borrow your money now, get rich off of your money and pay back your bank your money. And the interest don't go to you. The interest goes to your bank. All you want is you get money or a look a few chumps on your money.
Sassy.
Oh, you know, you can't keep your money here, y'all. That's the same thing. You understand
that? Hold on.
What kind of advice? Can Clive have a plan, have an idea that what he want to do for
you? Me now go tell him I'm not supposed to have a plan, you know. But coming from my financial
business plan. Give me the finishing.
Business plan. If you are going to borrow from the bank, you have to have a business plan. That is the truth as a poor man going in. And you still
business plan is what you need.
Don't believe so that don't factor in it too. But I am saying from my experience here, me not putting my money in at the bank because once we find out, say, my bank can give me what? 0.1%. Sometimes it's like all a penny, couple penny for my money for months. Me start find other banking system for put my money in America. You understand? Like every month me put it in an aisle. Let me get paid my money going in an aisle checking and savings. We have a local bank account, yes. Here are there some bills them come out. But the rest of my money going on aisle checking and saving. So every month, we get 5% of whatever for my money. That is just one way. Depends on the money we have in the account. Sometimes we get a couple $100 a month. Because guess what? him a make the bank make money off of my money, you know. So who him a lend my money, the interest when him charge him have to give me something out of the interest, don't it? These are hold on up. These are things that was not revealed to black people back in the day. We are now more privileged because you have the internet. When you question, you search, you Google, and you find things. Or if you have white friends and they talk about their investments, then therefore you know to invest. You invest in things, you buy stocks, you buy bonds. These are things that can actually enrich you faster than saving the money. Remember, you work a 9-to-5 job in a brother. So therefore, if you get $500 a week, and you say you save $200 a week, how long you think that $200, how much years you think you have to go accumulate that $200 there to go to a certain level? For sure, sir. You understand where I come from?
Yeah,
Everything
that interest.
you know. Hold on,
Guys,
but if you also say, if you know how the finances go in certain cases, as I say for instance, I make $4,000 a month, and I pay $2,500 in a expenses, rent, food, gas, car insurance, etc. Pay $1,500. I cook on my yard. So me I going to put $300 aside, my brother now, and say, right, this is my food money for the month. Me still have a $1,200 left, right? So I put that $1,200 there now. Me split it however I want to split it now. In our IU checking our savings account every 30 days. Me get interest on that, depend on if I constantly do that. Remember, over time, every month, it's not just the dead money where you put in there. In there, you get interest on it. You accumulate up that money, you can open an investment account. You start investing you check the return on investment. You start because keep in mind, on every investment you're gonna be successful upon, You understand? If you're fearful like my brother, you start little bit. Once you start, you do little bit, but you do your research, you read up on things now. So when you get start to your return now, from where you invest, separate from the same savings account, checking account as you may tell you about, you understand? Because you save everywhere. Anywhere you can get $1, you get $1, don't it?
Yeah.
Well, that being said now, all right, your money accumulate over time now, the one we have in the savings and the checking account. Yes, all right, me accumulate up $5,000 now in my savings account. I'm going to buy $3,000 worth of bonds. You understand? And hold on the bond. You have a man like Inspiration online. If I'm saying anything, he would have chime in and object. You understand? You do your own research, my brother, because you want a billion bill yourself, so you can buy like in America now. You may not have to buy real estate directly, even though me do, but you have stocks where you buy in a real estate. Say for instance, a man you go build a building here and he must sell shares in it. We put $3,000 in it because guess what? Whether I'm gonna rent it out in an apartment or I'm gonna rent it out in an office, whatever, he might get interest on that. So me not own the building, my name is on the title, but every time him get money, me get money off of that. You see where I come from? See my money start stack up now, my money start stack up. You see the difference when you may tell you compared to just having the money in the bank by itself and tell yourself, say, every week you're going to put on $1 and it's going to just be the $1. You see the difference?
All right, what are this say? What is that? Take a payment. Jolly in the chat say, you may not listen. Inspiration, me to make the look, my brother. Me to make the look, my background really nice. What are Ian? Ian. Well, my brother and I chat, I say, Jolly, you might ask Ian say, to explain how the loan from the bank, the finance, the idea. He say, now listen, I talk something about that, and why if you explain it.
Okay, that's good. All right. You see, once you have a business relationship with your bank, yeah, the bank will subsidize a loan to you. To come and say, everybody is qualified for a loan, It's just how your portfolio set up, how your tax return.
So if you appear a tax return that your business is actually performing, or if your workplace where you work, I know most people, they work to save. Yeah? So if you are getting, say, you work $1 million for the year, and your business idea, we have a $10 million. The bank could probably say, you qualify for 600,000, or 800,000. But you don't start small with your business. Just said, you want to start with $10 million. Come on, start big and done. Sometimes, if you grow, just start. Because all the while you can put in everything in. Remember, if you are qualified for a $10 million loan, probably you don't want $50 million to borrow. But how do you and what do you put together to get that loan? Yeah. So Clive here now. Clive, do you work?
Yeah, man.
And you see if you have a relationship with your bank.
Where work? Are Jamaica, Clive?
No, I'm in the UK.
It don't matter where you work.
We don't know
it doesn't matter where you work. Once you can show the bank that you have a bank statement for. Remember all bank link now in up, Clive. You remember what I said to you now?
Yeah.
And you come and say, say, no one stop. Me have my land. Remember your land a collateral too. Don't your land?
Yeah, man.
You name up on the title.
Am my one, yeah, man. Am my one.
Then you have collaterals right there, sir.
Yes, man.
Remember, the land where you have, it's a big start for you,
Yeah.
So what you do, you go into the bank and you say, all right, you want to know where your qualification. Your qualification is because you have a job. They look at your statement and they look at you and say, well, the man here work X pound. If we give him a loan for a building, to accommodate and boarding. If we give him a 30-year or 35-year loan, then, because remember, the longer the loan is, the loan is you pay more interest. You understand?
Yeah.
The longer you take to pay. But Clive, do you care if the bank give you a 50-year loan? Your business?
No, you just get the loan.
You get what you want. But
age, remember, the bank is willing to take a risk with you. We are 50. You think you only 100?
No.
So who cares if you want to give me a 50-year-old loan?
As long as we get the money.
Yeah.
As long as me get me signed, man say, then I read. Read what? You're mad, man. I don't want to sign. I don't want to read. I'm going to read my way out. Alone. Sign.
As long as it's a fixed loan and not a variable loan.
Whether it's variable or not. Remember, my business idea with me having, my plan with me having, is how to build up the structure to get people to rent. Because we can raise my rent to and then raise to them loan, So the whole problem is to get. Most of us are very timid when it comes to paying back interest. So you know what me do, Clive? Me just wait till you left your money at the bank. I mean, I drink 2 jars and I'm going there, And just must have money me come find, I mean, have to get it up, loan me pay 18%. I pay 0. Because sometimes the loan, my loan are insured to the card. You understand what I mean?
Yeah. So Beswick.
Dead, that the loan they write off,
So
Ian, you know that trans highway or something that the people still can't invest night.
I don't buy stocks.
So
I buy products. I can sell. I don't buy stocks.
Could I say something here?
Yes, yes, man. Make inspiration, Jamaica inspiration. I'm money man in terms of mathematics and investment.
So the guy from the UK, is there a way that your assets are in Jamaica? Or they're in the UK?
No, it's in Jamaica.
Okay. So do you know what it's called? A lines of credit? Lines of credit?
No, because we never go through them with them.
Okay. Lines of credit, as Beswick says, would have had collateral and they would lend you money against your property. So if interest rates, and I think it should happen the same in Jamaica, if interest rates are say 5%, but you have collateral which is secure against your property.
Inspiration. Yes. You need to make him follow you and you give him a volunteer 30 minutes of your time. Personally.
Yes. And so you could get it maybe because it's secure against some property. You probably could get it at a lower rate. At one point, they have what is called a HELOC. It's an home equity line of credit. It's lower than what you get without any equity or any collateral. They'll lend you based on your credit for sure, but you have a better advantage when it's secure against something that the bank could use. And one of the things, I was in Jamaica during a little after the election, and I sat with some people and I asked them, and little would you know this, if you're going to join a bank, look for the credit union. They're a very good source of lending money. And so they'll lend you 3 times what you have with them, because you're not seen as a client, you're seen as a shareholder with the credit union. You see? And you want to look into those avenues. It's not just any one thing. There are multiple ways of maximizing your business opportunities with the various financial institutions. And so I encourage people, pay attention to the credit unions, because they'll keep your money as in some investment and they lend you their money, which is okay. And as long as whatever you're into, you're able to leverage and make a profit. So just like the people, you'll hear the PNP says, oh, the country's in so much debt. The country is so much debt. Well, the government borrows and he makes money on what it borrows. So it leverages. So he's able to manage, pay down the debt, have some reserve, and he's leveraged and he's able to have good debt that he can manage. And it's the same thing. So in whatever your business venture is, you'll be making a profit to pay back the bank and you can live off it, as opposed to the 9-to-5 thing that they will tax you at source and they'll know every cent that you pay. And as Bezu was saying, you said you use a holding company. Well, we said it's you here, and which somewhat there are some similarities. You'd have a corporation. Some people go offshore, like the opposition leader, and he has things over there offshore, and he also have it in trust. So his taxes are onshore is minimal or none at all, and they all do it.
Inspiration. Yes. What about if I got Jamaica and borrow the money in Jamaica? You think it's not better?
You know, I tell you this. A friend of mine went there, borrowed some money, built some properties, and I don't know how they do the math and what their program is there, but he ended up paying far more. He had to take the money here and pay them off there in no time. Okay. So I think I don't know how they do their structure or how their whole portfolio works and everything, but I find it sometimes, even though the exchange rate is what it is, there can be some tweaking of the finances, and he find that while doing it, borrowing the money here, he was at a better advantage, even though with the interest rate, because and again, Jamaica had a very high interest rate at the time, so that could even be a factor too. But it wasn't really worth it when he was looking into it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just said that I had a credit union account, but I don't use it for years.
Mm-hmm. Go and check it. Go check it.
Go deal with it back again.
Inspiration.
Yeah, go check it.
Credit union connect worldwide.
Yes.
All of the credit union, yeah?
Clive.
Inspiration.
Remember what you hear that saying now? If you have your plan, or you have your land, or you have the plan.
The business plan.
The business plan.
Yeah. Your business plan, and it's very critical, because it factors in many things. It factors in your credit. It factors in what assets you have. It factors in what liquid cash you have available. It factors in the potential of the business, and if it's something that the bank see as worthwhile. I'm going to tell you a story. So my friends, they started a business, And they went to the insurance company to get a loan. And the nature of their business was to the truckers, when they would do the haulage of road materials for fixing the roads or goods across international borders, those drivers would wait sometimes 30 days or 60 days before they collect their money. The money is sure. The companies that they're working for are solid. They put a business plan together. And they went to the insurance company and said, look, we'd like to get some money that we would pay these guys in real time so they no longer have to wait for 30 days or 60 days for their payments. The insurance company looked at it and said, yeah, good plan. Very good business. The insurance company won't lend you money unless there's not something for them to gain. Right away, the insurance approved their deal, lend them money. They were able to now bill the company that these guys work for, and they charge them an extra 5% of what it is. So I got wind of it, and I realized what they're planning to do. They would then take your private money. They'll give you a percentage of what they're getting from the company that these guys are drawing the money, paying the guys. And so they want to pay out the insurance company in fast, because what? The insurance company rate of interest was so high. So if they could take money from you and I, which is money they borrow, and they give us like at 15% per annum, they think they're ahead of the game. It was a very wonderful plan. And so they get to pay the insurance company off real fast because their rate of interest was high, like the IMF. So borrowed some money, pay themselves, pay us, pay off the insurance. And so they were able to keep afloat. And the company continues to do well and make millions of dollars. So it just shows you when you have a very good business plan, the banks or whoever it is, agents you go to, will lend you the money.
Inspiration.
First, you got to get that. Yes.
Go on, my boss. See, and big up yourself, my boss.
Big up.
Good.
Yeah. But yeah, what I want to know, Clive, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You see, me and them talk about the credit union, right?
Yeah.
For me, when it comes down to house, it's not good to go through credit union.
Because the credit union is not a building society.
No.
So just go to a building society, which you need
VMBS, that's the best one.
That's a building society.
Yes, the VMBS.
I know. And I tell you why.
Yeah.
I have a friend who went into Jamaica to have a nursing home.
Yeah.
And they studied the plan, had some money with the credit union, and they went into the credit union, took money from here, put some money there, and the credit union was able to give them money that they could have a very good program. And I forgot how many bed room facilities that they had for nursing home, and doing very well from the credit union that they borrowed the money.
No, inspiration. They will lend you the money, but when it comes down to interest, what I'm saying is VMBS gives you a better rate.
Because you might look at interest rate, but look at this. For some people, and listen to this, sometimes you might get higher interest rate elsewhere, and the institution varies. But it's easy to say that you cannot structure your business so to factor in those interest rate so that you can make decent returns. And I guess you can, depends on how you structure your business and the nature of your business as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When it comes down to certain things, you have to look into like the institution and see which one gives you.
All right, Paul. If you have a business plan and you know your business plan will be good, you will make 2% interest, and the man who will give you 10%. He willing to lend me the money. No. But his interest rate is at 10%. And the man who yearly 6 months run around the millennium at 6%. Tell me the truth. Which one of them did I go with?
Well, the 10% one deal sound better.
Because he might give you no.
Yeah. That sounds way better.
Corporation is saying that the credit union will give you an easy way through because they are in the line of building credit. They want people to come take money from them.
No, I know, but you see, no, Ian, what I'm trying to say is this, right? Come
I already know try, Carl. Cut out the try to say.
Yeah.
You already speak.
What I'm telling you is this, right? What I'm telling you is
what
this.
you don't want to get around. And not to cut you, I'm going to tell you something here.
Yeah.
There's two things you got to look at. Interest rate and interest paid. They're two vast different things. So what we have to look at, the terms and conditions surrounding our payments.
Yes, I know.
So you could see a bank, give you, okay, this one is like 3%, and this one is 4%. And I'll say, you know what? When I look
Let
at
me
the
jump on
terms
the
and
3
conditions,
because you're looking at the smaller interest rate.
Exactly.
Ian,
Exactly.
No, Ian, I have family member that buy house in the scheme in Jamaica. They went to credit union. They see everything. They hear about the interest rate, the principal, everything. When they went to VMBS, it was way better than credit union. But guess what?
Where you think that is?
Hold on, no. Guess what? No. When it comes on to vehicle, and other stuff, credit union.
You go to credit union. There you go.
Yes. You're a shocker, you know. DMBS, all right. You reach 19. You think a car depend your mind or a house? Who's on the company 19-year-old man right now?
Exactly.
Yeah. They need to move from point A to work. It doesn't have a house, can live with his parents. No, Victoria Mutual is one of my main banks. They were using customer because the majority of the loan, the borrowers are going to Scotia, NCB, because car was in the young people in mind. So what people did, they reconsider the buildings of Victoria Mutual. Move away from only lending towards building. Them are lend to have a business plan. Them lend your money.
Yeah, no, them lend.
That's right.
No, them
lend. They have seen that they were losing customer because they were acting a building society. And every young people want money to buy house.
Yeah, that's true.
They can't pay back the mortgage, but they can't get one little deport the car. Them can get $1 million too.
But Ian, even though they are doing for vehicles also, but them still cannot match up to credit union. Credit union still have them.
Who that?
Credit union have them in terms of car every day, all day.
Yes.
That's
every day, all day. And I'm speaking on my experience.
Remember, people save with the credit union, you know.
Yeah. So you're looking, what you want to look at, the credit union is giving you some money.
Yeah.
And you are a shareholder with a credit union.
Yes.
What is it that you're getting down the road when the terms and conditions of your loan is being paid?
I don't understand that.
When you look at the interest, all right, for example, I tell you this. Okay, I'll tell you this. Years ago, I signed up for a mortgage. Yeah. And watch this. I'm going to show you a story. That mortgage, I call it the lifestyle mortgage. The mortgage, the entire mortgage is a line of credit. The rate of interest is about 5%. There were people who were paying 2.5 and 3%. Well, you think I would be nuts to be paying at 5%. And of course, it's a variable. And watch this. This mortgage is so unique that I could be in this mortgage for the rest of my life. Number two, if and when I choose to pay this mortgage off, that institution will now pay me each month 5% on the money, on the value of the property of my house. Do you understand that? Do you get that from your bank?
Wait, the shares where you have in your account with the credit union, you earn money off of that also.
Yes.
So when you pay off, when you pay off the little money when you borrow, you still earn money off of the shares.
Exactly. So guess what? If I'm a shareholder in an institution, I'm buying from myself, it would make sense that you don't watch at interest paid. You look at interest rate.
Oh, so you say you're borrowing 5% more than 3%? Oh,
of course, because I'm borrowing from myself too in the process.
Okay. Exactly. So this is how I.
You see what I said? You see what I said? Credit union. Good.
I put that myself.
Again, look at this. One of the things you look at too is the amortization. That word is very critical. Now, the shorter the amortization or the time period you're being given to pay back that loan is the more you'll pay. But listen to this. As Beswick says, you get a loan and you're 50 and you're 100, you pay it out. Listen to this. If that amortization period stretch like elastic and go longer, your payment is less per month.
You can actually pay the loan.
Exactly. So people say, hey, you take so long to pay, they take so much. Guess what? Somebody will always win. But is it worthwhile and does it fit in your scheme of things? Does it fit well with you? Are you making profit? Are you making money? Now, some debt can be staged. And if you're there and you're paying every month and you're paying your little bit, but you're making a whole boatload of money, let it run. Don't worry about paying off. Just let it run.
Let it run because
why would you kill the goose?
Use that money on other things.
Exactly. Why would you kill the goose that laid a golden egg? It's a matter of thinking. You have to recalibrate your mind to see how money works here.
Exactly. You have to do your research.
You don't want to know. You have a property and you're renting it for $250,000 a month, right? Just for saying. And somebody came to you and said, "Let me give you $60 million for the property." What would you do, Clive? Or Carl? $250,000 every month. But somebody bought the property from $60 million. What would you do?
Well, I'm not selling, you know. To be honest, I ain't going to sell it.
So you understand exactly where inspiration is there?
Yeah, man.
You can find use for that 250,000 every month, but you cannot find use for the 60 million because it's going to go back to the bank. It is going to stay there.
Oh Lord, that's a blink so.
What am I going to do with this 60 million which you don't have? I do good with the 250,000.
Exactly.
Because you should make and you pay a little bills. Oh, you spend $60 million. I think if I remember the man now, will give cash. You're going to go back in the bank.
See,
you have to come up with an idea
it's only the
how to get it back out to start work back for you. So what you saying?
It's only poor people try to pay everything off squeaky clean.
You don't.
But I tell you this, it's something that you actually die poor. You can die poor.
Hey, Pretty.
Yeah.
I want great topic you choose tonight, you know, because this is where people learn the use of money, you know. Money isn't no real, you know.
Yeah.
It's a frequency.
Money is as real as the dead man on it.
It's a piece of so if you have asset which is land.
Like that son. I like that son. I like that.
Yeah, that's a good one. If you have land,
to me it's a receipt, you know, basic money coming like a receipt.
Good frequency transfer.
You know what money is?
One time come. If you them give your money, them give a receipt. You get a receipt showing that your money is in the bank for you.
Listen this.
The receipt where you get every month, you know, Clive, come like a copy it, you know, the same salary you get every month, you know.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
So you can
guess what?
Change that receipt to become a profit because it's wages you are work for, you know.
You have to know for think how you're going to work for profits. That means that your idea going to create a business plan.
Yeah.
Now, if you have land, then you tell me you already fortunate already, you know, because you have value. You own the property.
Asset.
Yeah. You have assets.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, sit down now, and we plan to finish save them type. Tell you the truth. Yeah, when you plan to start by cement and black.
The definition of money.
Well,
in economic terms, the definition of money.
Buy some sun already.
Well, hear this. The definition of money is to take now to pay later.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what it is, you know.
Guys, when me dead, me a go. You see, when I die, I'll be funeral, you know.
Leave it to your children. Leave it to your children. Let them follow the same pattern.
I will get that. So me whether
exactly.
I'm barren now.
Ian, me not cut you. How it work in England when somebody buy a house, sometimes all the people them take it over and finish it.
No, because guess what you do now? When you Jamaica, don't buy a house and put your child name on it if you're going to plan. Don't buy it by yourself.
No, sometimes the mark, sometimes the parents pass off and the child take over the payment.
No man, it's supposed to dead right there, someone. It's supposed to be dead.
Because you know, if you're going to mortgage, you have to take out a mortgage and then put who's going to benefit you. I have none. You don't have any benefit.
Why?
No, but why?
They more want claim your house, you know.
No, they can't claim the house.
No man.
Listen this. It's not something I subscribe to, and I'll tell you why.
What?
I'll tell you why.
What you don't subscribe?
So hear this. Where you have everything in your name by yourself.
Okay.
There's two ways about it. If you're not going to have your children name, then you're going to have a trust, and the trust is out there and it's left to the children, and they whatever it is in that trust.
So there's no transfer.
Right. All right. That's right. So listen to this. But for those who don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars to set up a trust, I would suggest that you have one or two names on title with that property. Hear the other way about it. If you want to look like a pauper, what you'd want to do is to borrow every money off that house and put it somewhere to good use. And so if creditors or whoever would look at you, they would say, hey, this guy has nothing, he's maxed out. But you know the money is being taken to put into use and you're benefiting from it in such ways that you're living and you're paying it back. Understand? Yeah.
The money where you borrow, you could use it to invest in this property.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. That's the objective, Squitty. That's the objective.
If you have your house and
that's the objective.
That's all. Clive have the land. I mean, I say to Clive, you already have a start already.
You know, Squitty, look at this. You know, not to cut you. You know, you could be sued if someone walked by your door, your driveway, and the snow falls, and they slip and they fall. They say, "Hey, Squitty didn't do his driveway, and the snow came." And the lawyer look at Squitty's property and say, "Hey, he's got lots of money. Let's go for him." Yeah. And you're paying that person. Guess what, Squitty? You know you're sitting on equity. Pull that damn equity out and put it somewhere where that it benefits you.
About inspiration, right? When we not talk about when you not talk about who go pay back, you know that, Clive, if you're married, right, and you and your wife take out a loan, if anything should happen to any one of you, I don't know about America, but I know say Jamaica still. Yeah. Sometimes it did right there, so like.
No, it can't die. I'm
telling you.
It can't.
No, it shouldn't.
If one person lied about that's
no. Explain it to you.
The beneficiary
beneficiary, which is your wife, continue to pay.
Yes.
No, because what may I
No,
tell you about
no,
our...
don't say no. I
What may I
am
tell you
saying
about
to
our
you.
me know?
No,
And
man,
around here...
It depends on the detail, but if it's a joint loan, if it's a joint loan and one of you guys still alive,
My
that
half
person
dead.
have to pay for it.
Yeah, somebody got to continue to pay. Not your half dead. Somebody got to finish pay. That is why
Somebody has to finish pay.
That is why the housing trust have moved that 4 people can buy 1 property.
Yes.
And 7 people can buy 1 property now.
That means the loan will still
continue
stand
until the 35 years. So if 3 dead out of it, then the next 3 have to continue, man.
No, because things always see happening, you know, that is the reason why I'm telling you.
No, I'm telling you, not what you see.
There's a missing link
agenda that you didn't know.
You don't know about.
Well, I'm going to get him clear for where I'm talking about. What you talking about?
Yes, because me know a person where borrow money and everything, but in the longer run now, the husband they pass off and if the wife. So the wife went stop here. That was it. It just stopped right there, so.
It wasn't a joint loan.
It's a loan for a property or a business loan.
It was a property.
Hold on.
They went through the NHT to borrow money through the NHT. And unfortunately, they pass that.
Carl,
you don't get the right information.
Carl, I don't want you to come on the program.
You don't get the right information.
I said you hear or see. I am talking to you. Do you borrow money, Carl?
No.
All right. Let's say you're going to borrow money to buy a property, and you have your beloved wife. Yeah. Listen to me carefully now. You have your beloved daughter, your son, and if I would have told you that it's wise for you to borrow that money and that property by yourself.
So one question. If I pay 10,000 a month and she paid 10,000 a month, and me dead tomorrow.
They don't care. Wait.
I'm asking a question. She can only pay for her 10,000 because me no longer can pay my 10,000.
No. They lend you a loan that reducing balance. Remember, you have a reducing balance.
Yes, I know that.
You pay 10,000 a month. You don't start paying for the loan. You have pay interest.
No, I just interest you pay.
Interest you are paying up already. So
I would have 200 out of the 10,000. They go towards the actual principal.
Actual money what you're paying. So you don't start paying the loan yet.
I know.
So you're saying that. Hold on. You're saying that you are not plan. You're sick. You have cancer. Have 6 months to live. You're saying.
I can't really tell you any detail because I don't know about England. But in America here, whole different ball game.
Inspiration, I'm going to ask you a quick question. What about a person who maybe doing a life insurance for 20 years and the 20 years has gone now?
That's a term insurance.
What happened to that money that you put in?
That dead.
It dies.
That dead.
Dies.
All right.
And you get nothing.
Just a minute.
So hear this. Let me tell you about the insurance you need.
Hold on. Zamrock type something about the foreclosure and the property. He is right. He's correct. That is it.
Yeah.
So I cannot. All right. I have friends at NHT, like friends there. So I'm gonna see if I can get them tomorrow and let them clear.
Tell him so me can answer him.
Okay, no problem.
There's a panel, a girl, woman you work with NHT for years.
Okay. Hold on. Guys, the first lady a chance.
All right. I work
She works here.
Years, over 15 years. And I can tell you, Carl, if it's a joint mortgage and one person die, the other person needs to continue the loan. Not their portion, but the entire loan. Because the National Housing Trust is not going to split the loan to say, okay, that person I did and the other person is one mortgage. Right?
My one don't insure. My half don't insure.
If your half is not insured, remember, say if you're dead or you have
a loan is insured, you know. So that means
definitely a loan is insured.
Right. So if my half gone, I mean $1 million, that pay off.
If you have insurance on it, yes. And if you have an estate, right? If you have an estate, let me explain something to you. If it's a joint tenant, both is responsible for the loan, right?
Yes.
If it's just you who purchased the property and your name is on it, and both of you live on the property, but the two will not pay the mortgage, and the person dead who is on the loan, the entire loan is dead.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Thank you, ma'am.
Right? So if both of you are paying the loan together, but it's only one person on the title, right? And the person on the title is dead, the loan is dead. So the National Housing Trust will collect no more mortgage from you.
Because there's one person, and that person insurance will clear the loan.
So if you have...
Once there's a beneficiary, somebody got to pay.
But let me explain another part of the loan system, whether it's NHD or the bank, right?
Yes.
Remember that there's normally sometime an estate, right?
Yes.
All right. If there's an estate and you have a loan, a mortgage with the bank or NHD or anybody, and you have an estate, what will happen is that you have to pay that mortgage, you know. You have to pay off that loan. You have to pay the bank. The bank don't care. The bank don't care if you're dead or not, as long as you have an estate.
So if I borrow a bank loan, that loan is insured, because they charge me insurance on my car loan, whatever, same thing. So same, if me did that, they took.
If are you one on it? If
No,
it's you alone on it.
Even car loan insured.
Yeah, but if it's only you
what we are saying, what we are saying, I saying if you call, and first lady, let me explain back to Carl. If you are going to buy a house right now, and you catch your lady name as a beneficiary, and
joint tenants. The difference, you know.
Say that again.
If you're going, you have somebody name. They don't care if you want to pay the rent, the loan. All them want to know is that there is a joint tenancy.
Don't put the person on the title, because
do not put them on the title.
If you add that person on the title,
you just spill over the loan. If you something happen to you, that person will continue.
Wait. Yes, ma'am. Go on.
That person will continue. So if you're going to buy a property right now, and your wife say, you know what, put me name on it, wife say, you know me sick. You know me not have long life, none left, 3-4 years the most. Let me buy the property. So if anything happen to me at the time,
no fighting. No fighting.
You get it. You have to pay $1. But if your wife insists, if you want a name on it because your mother may come take it away, or your family may come, fine. You just honor the payment if something happens to you.
So, all right. In essence, Ian, if a wife and a husband buy a house and the wife dies, who pay the loan? Let me tell you.
Husband.
The bank doesn't care who dies. Right?
Hold on, let me ask you guys a question.
Both jointly responsible, right? If the other person is still alive, they're fully responsible for that loan, because that person is going to have an estate.
Okay. But let me ask you a question, right? So when you purchase a property, who have the title? Not supposed to the bank hold on the title.
Yeah, you know, if you buy the house through the bank or whatever, the bank is still going to hold that title, because the bank own the house for the property.
So if something happened to one person, like one person alone buy it and something happen, so the bank cannot go and seize the property. Just ask.
Oh man, if you alone, remember I know. The loan come with insurance. Every month you pay a portion, because somebody loan NHD that money to pay.
Yes, but Ian, what I'm trying to say is this, right? If you and your wife, but are you alone? Remember, your wife is not on it. Something happened, and your wife alone leave that. Your wife do not have a title for it, you know.
Hold on.
So I'm just saying, can there be a problem for that also?
Hold on.
You're asking a question. You're asking a question. The question you ask.
Yeah, man.
Just listen. If once you borrow a loan, if you didn't want, remember now, you get an NHD house, right?
Yes.
You do not see the title till you pay the loan. Totally.
And you have to apply for your title.
I have to apply for the title, because remember now, me not think your name. You would have named upon the title, and when probably you done your name upon the title now.
No, in the same. They're on it right now.
Let me explain.
The NHT
It's there right now.
What is a copy title? It's not the actual original title.
I know. But it's there still.
I'm just telling you, right? It's a copy title. So it's not the original title. So that copy title that you have access to, that you can see on the system, or you can ask somebody to pull down that title cannot do anything because it's a copy title. When the original title is being printed, that is when the NHC will not have that lien on it anymore, and your name will be fully on it. So your name is on the copy title along with NHC, who has a lien on the property. So when you read on the bottom of the title, even though your name is at the top of the title to say you own the property, when you read down at the bottom of the title, it will show that NHC has a lien on the title, but that is only a copy title. Answer to Carl. Carl just asked if him and his wife, let me see if I understand that he's asking. Him say if him and his wife live in the house together, but it's the wife alone buy the house, right?
Yes.
And she dies, and she bought it through the NHT or Victoria Mutual, whatever. And she dies. You're asking if they will come and kick you out of the house? That's your answer? No.
Yes.
Because she dies, the loan dies. So you stay in the house till you're dead too.
But you can't get her, she wouldn't get her.
No, but what I'm trying to ask you is this, but no one...
You would have to go to admin general and ask, because if there's a will...
that is what I'm asking.
Admin general, yes. You would have to do, if there's a will, Carl, if there's a will, the will would have to take into consideration, based on my knowledge, the will would have to take into consideration. So for example, on the will, she says, listen, fee simple. Fee simple in the sense that, okay, you can stay in that property, or it says, say for example, on the will, she's saying that nobody can sell the property needs to go on to one of the other family member. Admin general would not take that in consideration, because at the end of the day, even though you're a husband, your will override everything. So even if you're a husband, the will override everything. So if she say that property is supposed to go to her son or her daughter, and you're supposed to live in there until you're dead, you will have to live in there until you're dead, right?
Okay.
If, for example, there is no will, if there is no will at all, and you're a husband, you override everything, or the wife override everything if there is not a will. So you can go to admin general with the necessary documents that a lawyer say you for carrying, and then you're going to request to have your name attached to that title. And your
So there's no automatic sharing of husband and wife assets then?
I just explained that to you. I said, will, you as the husband or the wife have the first chat. But if there is a will, the will override whether you're husband or wife. So if in the will she states that, listen, I want my property to go to my children, right? Even though you're a husband, the will override all of that. Or if you're a wife, the will override all of that, because let's face it, it's the person who did write that will and say this is what they want. So if it overrides whether you're a husband or wife, it overrides it. However, if there's no will, you as the husband or the wife have the first chat and can go to a lawyer and tell them, oh, you want this estate to be, shared up.
You understand now?
Yeah, man, I understand my answer, man.
Yes.
I just want to piggyback on something, a question that was asked earlier on about the types of insurance, whether they were term and whole life. A number of people use a whole life policy because it's the cheapest, and sometimes the terms and conditions, you don't have to do medical and stuff like that. You might get something to leave for your children. That's sometimes the only way somebody say, hey, I leave something for my children through this insurance. I would want to look at a better form of insurance that I've looked into. There are insurances out there that builds a savings within the insurance policy. And while you're alive, after so many years, you can actually go and borrow money against that policy. Now, bear in mind, that when you take the money and should something happen, they will give you whatever it is at the time minus what you've borrowed, or if you're able to pay it back. But I would take that one, the gambler that I am, I would take one that has a savings built into the policy, and I could use some of it while I'm yet alive. Yes, of course, the premium might be a little bit higher, but at least I can see something and I can use it in other ways. And I subscribe to that policy more than any other policies. Yeah. So as you look
Because
for
I don't want to
insurance,
die and somebody else spend my
yeah,
money.
exactly. So you want to eat your money while you're yet alive. You see?
Well, hold on, inspiration. What you say, Squitty?
But say when you're gone, you don't know who has spending for who not spending.
Listen, one of my
Exactly.
real quick inspiration, one of my co-worker, and when she died, the money was there, and she set up everything where the daughter's supposed to get, and the house was paid off for and everything. Squitty, that little girl buy big $40,000 car for boyfriend. And she just a buy designer clothes and she just a carry on. I tell you, Mr. We weep for the mother. Oh, she put in the work
Oh
and I will
yes.
carry the Ted stacking
Oh
and a drag
yes.
her foot. We cover the premium and this little girl when I use no money, don't know the
Exactly.
value of money.
You know, son, I
All on
have a
inspiration,
similar.
the man never ever want to talk and show the side bitch.
Oh my God.
Oh, can I tell you?
Son, I tell you this. It seems as if we have been reading from the same book.
Yes.
Because there was a lady here who works as a PSW, they call personal support worker, right? And she worked very hard. Have one daughter. She could hardly pay the premium, but she managed. And because the guy who would collect the premium was a West Indian and he understood, he said, you know, you would not to have the policy lapse. I will wait on you. And sometimes 3 weeks will pass, but she make up and she make the payments. And she came down with cancer, fell ill, and she passed. She left at the time, and $100,000 then was a lot of money. That's in the 80s. And you could get a home for like 70,000, 80,000.
A big one too.
Yes. And this young lady just finished high school. She went into one of the most expensive parts of the city to live. She took money and bought car for her child's father. And the boy ended up leaving her. She went through $100,000 in 1 year. That when the guy who sold the policy to the mother saw how much the money was going fast, he kind of put a kind of a decoy and said, you know what? Don't give her the money when she asks. And he always find a way to stall the payouts, because he said his stomach was really burning to see this girl burning up $100,000. And you know what she did? She went to the upper management and said, listen, my mom said I'm supposed to get X amount, and so they override what the guy who set the policy up, they override him. And she went over his head, and she still got the money. You know what? After the money was done, the boyfriend was gone. She didn't even buy a good car for herself. And there was no money. She has to end up living in an apartment, and she could hardly pay her rent. A year, $100,000 went through like you know, like fire in dry bush. It just went. It was so startling to see that the guy said the mother could hardly make the payments. And here's this young lady wiped through $100,000 in 1 year. Never even thought of buying a house, and you could have gotten homes for $70,000, $80,000 cash.
Also, inspiration. I blame my mother as well. Because even though that the life insurance, the mother could have still structured it where she could $2,000 to $5,000 a month.
Yes.
In small payments until that money is done, or set some investment with that money and she get paid out on it. You understand? I am not handing over that money to that. Exactly. I'm not handing over that money to no picnic.
No.
Me?
No.
If the mother did die,
if you have lump sums of money.
Yes, the mother died, Ian.
The mother
That's why she get
Sassy, remember I just said to you, if me or get a loan for the next 50 years, I care zero when I gone. What?
No, yeah, that wasn't a loan. That's the mother's life insurance.
Yeah, but
life
the mother. Yeah, but that's what life insurance is for. To live to give to someone.
Ian, stop talking and give me a chance, no man.
Yeah, but me I try to speak.
No.
I
get what you say. In my point, let me tell you my life insurance, everything, I structure it, everything, my trust, my trust, I write what my pay out, the dividends and how it pay out. So you don't get everything all at once and get drunk in it.
Oh, so you
and that is the beauty of things.
That's after you die.
That's what I say. After it's a payout. You don't set everything in the will. I set it in the trust. Everything in the trust, and over time, the trust pay out a dividends to her from my estate. And listen to me now, Ian.
I'm hearing you, I'm listening. I'm hearing you, but I'm just saying to you.
You tell yourself, say, girl, put them
when you die.
You know, hold on, Ian. No, you tell themselves, say, put them head strong, you know, they're going to be a sugar body, you know. Ian, let me tell you this too. It's me, what I own, I never live in it with a husband. Because I don't know when the divorce come. And even if I own the house before you in America, the moment I marry you and you move in, that becomes our family home. So therefore, upon divorce, divorce, that house of itself, you get your share, whether you put money in a mortgage or not. So therefore, you have to go buy something and put me in it, or make me you're going to something jointly. So when the time come, you can say, I want such, and me say, all right, make we sell that. You understand? But you're not going to come in on my own where you don't know how it go about, and me go have to go sell it and get on. Not me. Not me. I never worry about what you have. I always think about mine, and what me I going to do with mine. If you want to share mine with you, with me, yours with me, wonderful. At least you know, say, over time we build that trust. So you know, say, me I go scratch back your back because that's the type of woman me is. You understand what I say? But me no come, listen, me no just come for say, all right, me see where Ian have in a pocket come on, dig out where Ian. No, because my thing them a lifetime thing, me look for a long-term thing. So therefore you have your own, me have my own. You share with me share with you. And if it's that serious, we'll build together. Where's the call?
I say, I'm married man, but just do like what you can do. You see what you can do?
Me not have no mother for put my money in her. My mother dead from her picnic. She just set up certain things before. And you know, me not have no parents.
Sorry about that.
You understand? So we couldn't clear with mine.
That's why it's very hard when you would have built a life on your own and someone would
Miss Daphne, I never say all children. I know some are level-headed, but nonetheless, to my money, me not take no chance.
Yeah, and so you would have to be very calculated as to how in your will, whatever your trust, and how you're able to divvy up that estate. where it goes, what percentage goes, when and how, and to make some very, very good calculated moves, because somebody could just get so like a drunken sailor.
So
By the stroke of a pen, they wipe it out in no
my
time.
picnic, mommy have a life insurance? No.
That's the reason, inspiration. That's the reason why you have to calculate and live your life.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy.
And life is about
Proves
balance,
that you're
you see.
Yeah, understand
Yes, you have to enjoy.
balance.
Take your trips. Spend some of your money on yourself. Because at the end of the day,
Squitty,
I agree.
is it you want me?
We don't have any control.
Me no want she tell herself so she are the beneficiary of my life insurance and China man island kill me. These things happen, especially in this country.
Yeah,
You understand? People analyze them parents all the time.
You know, you have to have a beneficiary.
Yes, but I never listen. I do, Ian. I have a life insurance. What I'm saying to you is, when she said, "Mommy, have a life insurance," I said, "No, I'm gonna leave favor." She said, "Mommy, stop playing." I said, "Hello, hold on, not inspiration." I said, "When me dead, tell them for type piece of salt beef for my big toe and show me how to road and make dog drag me from east, west, north, and south and yam the flesh." Don't worry about nothing else.
Oh, what is the doctor, sweetie?
Old enough.
Yeah, but you are still gonna tell them. You think I want to keep infant and tell them something there?
No, man, I told you younger, I tell her that and she laugh at me.
You get older now. So you get older now.
Yeah.
So come to the older agreement now. What do you tell your daughter at your age now?
Me not tell her nothing, Ian, because she don't ask me nothing about finances. Let me tell you why.
So you teach her about your finance.
Please, let me finish. As when Miss Daphne said, some children are level-headed. I have spoken it on the platform before. My own is also level-headed. At 16, she got a full scholarship to mathematics scholarship along as well as 4 other small scholarship. And she went and she graduated from high school on second and she graduated from college with honors. She live on her own. She pay her own bills. She have a degree in finance. She also have a bachelor's in accounting. She also have a bachelor's in business management. And she also have a master's because she is a bookworm. And that's what she do. From she move out, she have never called and say, "Mommy, pay a bill for me yet," because she make as good as her money or maybe more than me. Because she vacation very often. And she said, "Mommy, you know my job already. All I need is a computer and I can be anywhere, and internet, and I can be anywhere in the world." That being said, I think about myself. I have to protect myself because she have her own. I don't know. You don't know life come. People come close to you and sometimes you tell yourself, "Say, yes, Smith, now you're in love." And man draw things off from under you. That's day-to-day life. These things happen. You understand?
Sana,
yes, Clive.
You know, the white man, the way that age when them go down to the Philippines. And that
yes.
To them, you know, when they them have big insurance, the brother shoot him and then claim say mix up the old boy that mix up, you know, he had busy. That them claims say me a mix up and the wife claims him insurance get him body burial and then share the money between each and the brother.
These things happen all the time. Insurance fraud, marriage fraud, these things happen. You understand?
It happens.
You have to be careful.
I've heard it.
You understand?
So many times.
Keep in mind, this is why they make so much movie. It's art imitating life.
Yeah, and give him a well cheap funeral, you know. They make
listen, I gotta give one saga.
And give one of the cheapest funeral.
I gotta give a saga. Hold on. And this happened recently. When I say recently, I mean less than a year ago. Husband and wife, sweetheart out the road. Wife give him 4 picnic and don't know say him have sweetheart the road. Yeah. Husband have life insurance, they have the look of house and thing. You know, they might live the life of the American dream, but they have pay mortgage, right? And she's a frugal wife. They're a black family, but she structure her thing. Here goes now, this man now, I buy sweetheart one whole heap of things and she don't know about it. Him died. Guess how she knows the husband have a sweetheart inspiration? The internet. My lady a post about the love of her life.
Oh.
The wife say, yeah, let me show you something better than you. And she document it too. She make sure say she call her a liar. So every gift where her husband give she have to give it back. Not only that, she swore for, I forgot the emotional situation when you deprive me of my spouse and time with my spouse is a lawyer for that. And so the girl have to go pay her out her pocket. And she turned, and because she win the case. And she turned around again now, yeah. I'm burning body and send the urn with the bird. God give mother, you are not the cheapest with our leg. She's a son of a bitch. You have to save every dollar for the 4 people that way you give me. I love her. I want to shake her hand. And the sweetheart make a video and a ball now because where am I supposed to get money from to pay her the $50,000 in emotional damage? Me say the girl say I couldn't care less of getting that because that also going towards my children college fund. Me and you, but you sleep with married man and a ball about your sweetheart die. Oh,
So miss, when a wife doesn't know her husband and mind somebody.
So the sweetheart didn't know.
It's illegal.
Listen, she never know.
Listen.
Oh.
In America, in certain states, you know that your husband is sleeping with another man, or your wife sleeping with a man, or vice versa. You can sue that party.
Because
yes, you can. Yes,
so
they married with 4 kids.
No, that money is married is matrimonial money.
See, they know you get this. You get where me at. Yes. So
you know, some of them people get tricked though. Some of them people get some of the people get tricked out of the Philippines because the man trick them. The man at the pan benefit trick them same have £200,000 life insurance. After they get him killed, they find out him don't have nothing. Not him for a benefit.
Listen, it happen all the time.
Yes.
These things happen. As well as you have wealthy man vacation with them wife in a certain country. I forgot the island where you can divorce your spouse and they don't even know you divorced them.
Dominica.
And legally, she thinks legally he's still her husband. This thing happened with a multi-millionaire white man. And when they reach the 10 years of marriage, she said, all right, if I divorce him now, I am still young, I'm in my 40s, I can get a good money off him and live my life. You can imagine the shock of your life when she find out that she had been divorced 3 years ago when they go up on the vacation with her over such island.
Dominica.
Yeah.
I forgot the specific detail, but they were divorced. So she had to tell herself that after the 10-year mark now, she's going to get a good look at second because under the marriage contract, if it reached the 10 years, you were going to get a certain amount of money. I want to tell you, Tom Cruise also did that to Nicole Kidman when him and her. A few months before the 10 years of the marriage, him filed for the divorce. So the clause when the divorce, so should I get a certain amount of money from him? She ended up getting nothing.
Right.
So you have to set up yourself because keep in mind, most people nowadays do marriage as a business.
Yeah. Yes.
You have to protect yourself.
Whoopi Goldberg say it's a business, you know. She married because she loved the big activity, and you understand me? So she know the reason why she married more than one time.
That's why she not young herself.
Yes.
Whoopi not married now.
Yeah. No, because she divorced the man, she married the man, them, she divorced them.
Listen. Whoopi said, listen. Whoopi said, I love one night stands. You have sex and you get up and you go home.
Yeah. She's practical.
She said, gone are the days when I used to worry about having a man next to me. She said, I'm long. She said, no. She said, I love one night stands. She said, if I want to be loved, I have my daughter and my grandchildren. When you have your money, you can do that. poor people call you a whore. Rich people mind them own business and have fun. Remember,
Yeah.
say them create art
we
and
had
them something, you know.
Yeah.
we had Barbara Walters who had her affairs for years.
Them call whore to the poor, you know.
We had Diane Carroll. We had all these notables. You know, Hollywood was like a big party central for women who would just,
Yeah,
you know,
one guy.
go with whoever. Yeah.
Just one.
But
Listen,
you see,
when you do it by yourself, you work, you save your little money here and there.
Yeah.
It's hard that somebody come in your life and you do yourself
very
after all
hard.
their work. You need a little comfort, but that person coming in with a deceiving heart.
but you see,
everything under you.
You see, Sansan, I tell you one of the problems that I've seen, and since we've lived in North America, and people will always want love, comfort, you know, support, whatever. There's loneliness as you get older and all that kind of stuff. But
I have love.
All right, true, but hear this. Here's the other side to it.
I have 6 different sources to love me. I have one that I wrap up in every morning, and I have 5 more in my attic, my blankets. Go away.
well, hear this, son. So listen to this. All I was saying is that most people in a blended family, marriage, blended. So you would have had children prior to, the other party would have children prior to it. They could have been school-age children, they could have been adult children. When you get into these situations, it is for both parties to sit down and lay everything on the table. You can't just get comfortable with our genitals meeting each other, but our minds has got to meet each other. And so when you get into those situations, it is for you to sit down and say, hey, we have our assets. This is my house. That is your house. But guess what? Should something happen, let's go through and iron out everything so nobody believe that they should have gotten this or I should have gotten this when either party part this life. A case in point. You remember that woman in Trelawney who married that man? She works at the bank, and the boys went into the church on a Sunday morning and they shoot her and kill her. You remember that story?
Yeah, cool.
And hear what happened here. Both parties, the man, wife passed away. He needed love and he decided to marry this woman who works at a bank. Apparently, if he works in the bank, there are certain privileges that you'll get. And so, that's right. So not only that, therefore, there would be a way by which they could rebuild their lives and they continue. But the man who had adult children, believing that, hey, here's this woman who walks into my father's life, and the man kept silent and hold everything to this new wife. And the children wouldn't want to have any of it. And she did not look to say, well, you have children, what's going to happen? It could be that she went
No, she only
she got
loan.
There you go. And the children decide that we need to take action. Now my father died, and I watched my mom and dad work all their lives to build a life, and she's gone. My dad is gone. And this woman is enjoying everything that my parents have worked for.
I blame the father. He should have made a will.
True. Yes. I believe a discussion needed to be had, which somebody dropped the ball. And sometimes men, as women as well, Don't just get up into our spouse, but think of our children as well when we get into these blended relationships, because it can be. My mother has a story. She has a Jamaican Creole, and she says it's a case where cow die and leave trouble to cow skin. And so that is the problem here. The mom is gone, dad is gone, and the children have nothing.
You see that same thing they talk about with the lady. Remember what go on to, because that lady they still what she do, she pitney them a wickedness. You know, so they also they pitney them.
I agree.
They also they pitney them did that stay, you know, so the woman go sell the house.
Really?
And when she sell the house, she move into a housing scheme.
That's true.
And everything, you know. So the pitney them may have nowhere. Because she sell the house. So that when get them miserable.
And the son killer.
None, hold on. Mr. Finn. Hold on, guys. Hold on, Mr. Finn. While I may agree that the wife was the reason behind the husband getting a loan, as a wife and a mother, you don't think the husband, children, them entitled to something? I think so. I do. They might not agree with what I give them. They might think that they're entitled to everything. But I would say to them as the wife, listen, your father did not create a will. This is the assets that is in my name and his, because both of them worked. When the loan, somebody had to pay back the loan, and I'm sure he paid back his loan. She might help, but that's her job as a wife. Am I correct, gentlemen?
Yeah, man, definitely.
I am going to give you guys.
You're right on. You're right on.
This is what
Right
I
on.
am going to leave you guys with. If there is an additional home where they can reside in that home, I will use my lawyer to let them sign a contract that this home will and cannot be sold for 100 years, and all of you get to live in the house, and it's up to you to repair the house and pay taxes for the house. Something. Don't just scoop up everything for you and yours.
And what we can understand with
In terms of she was giving him money for him and his friends, I don't know if she did or did not. I am just saying what I would do as a woman, as a parent. That's just me. I am not perfect. Go ahead, Carl.
What some people need to do to, like, if me meet you, right? If me meet you, me have my house, me have my car, I have my money and everything. You have yours, and you have your kids.
Prenup.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that anything happen. Some person should not just make sure say, oh, the kids them, that the person kids them is alright. Because me already have mine, you know. Me already set for life. So sometimes some person, they are just too greedy. You understand? Them just too greedy. They want more. Them already set for life, you know. Them set for life.
Yeah.
But years now, them still want to take.
Some people are totally unfair, just unfair. If I'm going into somebody's life with children and we're going to get married, I'm going to first sit down and we're going to package everything and says, listen, should something happen here, here are my children, here are your children. Let's be fair and let's split what we need to split. Whatever you come with, you give your child. Whatever I come with, I give my child. But if we have both put together and have our stuff together, guess what? Whatever you and I have accomplished together, it's all yours if I go. I think that would be a simple parting shot. And nobody should be crying or fretting about it. People are too unfair. People are too unfair.
I'm going to give you another saga. And these are husband and wife who had married before and both had children. She's financially stable, but he has a lot more money. Both of them are still living. So when they coming in as a blended family, the husband sit down all 4 children around the table and says, I love your mom. We have plans to marry. And since we're gonna marry, I want to know what is your expectation of me? Do you want me to be your mother husband, or you want me to be your second father? Along with, you understand, a blended family, you marry the woman, so the pitney them are yours, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Her children said, no, you can be my mother's husband, but we already have our father, know who our father is. So therefore, we are content with it this way. We know our mother loves you and you guys been dating for a while and you're good to her, you make her happy, but that's where it ends with us. He says, fine. All and behold, they put together and bought a separate home, and he kept his the home that he had bought after his ex-wife because he gave her the home, but they had joint custody of the kids. She had her home that she got from her husband with the 2 kids, but they went and got another home to say, all right, we're going to make this a blended family home. She buy her kids whatever they need. He buys kids whatever they need. But his kids are accustomed to a certain lifestyle where they go on vacation twice a year. And he gives them the option based on his bank account to point or use a dart, and wherever the dart drops on the map, that's where they vacation, if it's a safe country. And he buys his kids luxury gift. Now, her kids saw this squitty and they got upset because they see the lifestyle now. Now they get a full view of how he live his life and how he treats his kids, and they want access to that lifestyle. He says, absolutely not. He said, this is a family decision, and the decision you guys agreed upon is that I am the husband to your mother, not to you guys. I am not a stepfather. You don't need one. You have your father. So if you want this lifestyle, that's between your mother and your father. I am not paying for it. And the wife got upset because she felt like her kids was entitled to that. And it went as far as they're in a divorce proceedings now. And I totally agree with him.
You see how it is?
Agree with him
Women,
because you felt like you don't want, because you tell yourself you don't want anybody to tell you what to do. He's a stranger coming in and you want to have your own way. Fine. He agreed upon their terms, and the mother was okay with her children terms, because she said she also wants her children to be happy. She don't want to get into a blended family and then the back and forth and the fighting. So now that they get what they want, now they want what he has. He says, absolutely not. They're in divorce 3 years after. I agree with him. You go find that fool that will agree with whatever terms you and your children come with when it's convenient for y'all, but not with my money. I don't blame him.
how old were the children?
They were all
How old were the
teenagers
children?
from 12 to 17.
So
And
guess
I
what?
think, I hold on, inspiration. I approve. Once you're going into a blended family, get a lawyer and put everything under contract. Everything ironclad, because you have to protect yourself and your assets for your children.
San, I'll tell you this. One might argue, and I sometimes, you sometimes have to look at it. As teenagers, they're not even able to think for themselves. And I so think that when that question was posed to them,
they weren't thinking, because what does teenagers know anyways? You could probably look at it and say, you know what? And I've used this term before. Some people have to be saved from themselves. And in that light, you may want to look at, okay, my children are experiencing this. And you know how children are? Oh, I want to have what you having. I want you to be, And so maybe somewhere along the line, he could have allowed them to enjoy some of it, but also to bring it to their knowledge that, listen, at first, I gave you this offer, and these are your response. And so this is what it is. And so you need to be fair. You may need to treat them now and again, because women, terrible though the children may be, they always love their children. And especially in a blended relationship, there is that part of them that never let go. So, I think maybe he could have, looking back,
No,
said, look,
I agree with him.
what you guys said, but I
Hold on, let me hear first citizen inspiration.
That should have not been a relationship in the first place. That's already a divided
Me agree with you. Listen, me and you now going at them, there's something there. But it worked for them.
Divided relationship from the offset, right? Because they're teenagers and they have the option to say that, listen, you're married to my mom, you're my mom's husband, but you're not my stepdaddy, right? You take it calf, you take it home. That is not a relationship to go forward with in the first place. Leave it the hell alone.
Listen, he wanted the calves, but as she made the pity them one fair life.
Well, him shouldn't go into that relationship in the first place.
I agree with him. And then I feel money too. So him have the right to not give them. Since them big and them know what's best for them, them take what them want, them and their mother. I'm telling you, these things happen. There's another couple where he was married, the wife had cancer and passed, and he promised the wife that her money and investments, everything, he's gonna set up an account and set their son up for life. He adhered to that promise. I commended him for that. He later on met someone, and him and her are married, and they have 3 children, and they created separate accounts for the children, investments accounts, so on and so forth. The son came home, the wife came home one day and said, honey, why is it when we're doing everything, you have never included the older child in it? He said to her, well, I don't have to because there's already an account set up for him. And when his mother passed, her life insurance money also went into that account because I made a promise to her that was what I was going to do. And I did that for him. And she was very upset. She said he's supposed to go into that account. She needs to know how much money is in that account. And she feels like because all of them is his kids, he's supposed to split up the money equally into all 4 children.
Oh, freaking no.
Wait a minute, goodie. The husband said to her, absolutely not. As I said, all of that acquired before I met you, and which means my children that came after, as they grow, they will their account will grow with them. As far as him, that's his money, because it's his mother's money. My ex-wife and myself, whatever we attained in my youth, went to him. Yeah. Exactly. Lord, can I tell you, say the woman behave like she want to tear the roof off of the house top and the foundation off of the house because she insists their marriage is literally hanging by a thread. because the woman can't sleep once she hears the wife, the ex-wife life insurance money going at the savings to the little boy. She tell fair herself, so fair kids them supposed to benefit from it. You make
Some
that make
people are
sense.
so
I want you to
unfair.
understand the
Some people are so
depravity of
unfair.
human beings. Okay. And the husband tell her, say, hell and high water. It's not going to
Wow.
happen. He say you're not
Wow.
even I don't know why we're discussing it, because you won't even know how much money or what or how. That's not your concern. And the woman turned that house into a battlefield. You hear me? God forbid, you can imagine if that man wasn't as smart as he is, and if anything happened to him, how she would have treated him son. Think about it. Okay.
But with all of this,
No, Jack Frost, she's a black American. She's not a Jamaican.
Sassy,
Yeah, go ahead.
with
Yeah.
all of this, it says, do not rob a person of their birthright, and that's in the Bible too. Right? A person's
Like she
birthright.
here.
Exactly. A person's birthright is their inheritance, right? Family, property, and
I agree.
all these things. A lot of people rob people of their birthright, and when crosses start take them, they don't understand which angle it's coming from. And most time it's
All right.
that you do to somebody else, right? When it comes to what you
Then exactly. And this is my point where I'm saying what we've been speaking about all night when we were talking about savings and investment and children and insurances. You have to be mindful of who your partner is. You understand where I'm coming from? And some people, you just can't trust them. If you can't trust them with the small things, you know how it go with the big ones.
Right,
You
sometimes,
understand?
but me tell you something, right? Sometimes you can have a good partner, You can have a good partner. You know where the problem come in? The family, where in their ears. The family.
I tell you.
In their ears. I said, no man, you're idiot. We're supposed to go do this and push them to go do things. So sometimes you have some family. You might have a good partner, but when things happen, you have some family. Always come and try to corrupt them. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's why I mean I like in law. Let me tell you something, yeah. Mankind, some people depraved. They have no problem.
It's unfortunate that you marry into the family and you just don't take one person, but you actually marry the family. Because whatever they do
everybody.
sometimes, yes, it intersects in your life. And sometimes depends on how the opposite sex is close to their family. They also allow the in-laws to come in. And it can be a tug of war. And if somebody have some amount of what I means, person with means, it could also be a problem as well.
Oh.
Jafras.
Good night, Caroline.
Good night. How are you?
I'm fine, my dear.
Hello, everybody.
All right.
Hi, Caroline. What do you have to share on this wonderful topic?
Oh my goodness, there's just so much on my mind.
Oh boy.
Let's
hear some of it.
I hate to come here and change the topic. So I was wondering, how can I participate?
No,
you can change the topic. It's okay.
We all can learn, If you have something, we all can learn from you.
We're balanced here.
Yeah.
Caroline always have something.
Squitty, please allow me to apologize for earlier. I got a call and I had to jump off. I'm sorry. Okay,
So what's on your mind?
Well, I was thinking about Jamaicans in the diaspora. I was actually listening to a conversation earlier, and I'm just thinking about them and the things they're doing and how much it's impacting Jamaica in such a negative way.
Like,
I am of the opinion that a lot of Jamaicans in the diaspora are the ones spreading a lot of the misinformation on social media.
Caroline,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to tell you something, right?
Uh-huh.
And I want to always tell a lot of persons. A lot of Jamaicans, they do not appreciate what they have until it's too late. Until somebody else appreciate what they have. Even their prime minister, some persons, they don't appreciate him. And he's doing an excellent job. Even when they talk about the entertainers, we have entertainers also in Jamaica where persons do not appreciate them. But guess what? When it comes to overseas, persons appreciate them. So we have a lot of stuff. But guess what? We don't appreciate.
I don't know, Carl, I don't know if it's a case where they don't appreciate. I think it's a case where a lot of Jamaicans live overseas and they see themselves as foreigners and superiors, and they tend to adopt the ideologies and the lifestyles of these foreign countries. And oftentimes you hear them compare Jamaica to these foreign countries. Like you will hear them speak about healthcare system in Jamaica versus healthcare system in Canada and the US, right?
Yes.
And it's just ridiculous. Because I am of the opinion that healthcare system in Jamaica, I'm not speaking about the facility itself, but the fact that people have access to free healthcare, free medication, all those things in Jamaica. We don't have those here in America. Healthcare is extremely expensive here.
Man, best believe, and if you don't have your health card, best believe.
If you don't have health insurance in America, it's like, oh my God, it's awful. Like it is ridiculously expensive.
And you can be
unaffordable.
Yeah, you can be in Jamaica now and don't have an health insurance. You don't have to worry.
You don't, and something, Carl. A lot of people will complain about the long wait time at the hospitals in Jamaica, but it's no different here, If you go to the ER, you have to wait sometimes for hours. I'm sorry?
All 4-6 hours in emergency room in America.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to tell you something now. I have to talk about the hospital and wait. Not all the hospital, but some of the hospitals, some of those persons that are working there, they need to be pulled up. Reason being, I've been to hospital already and see where doctor sit down in there on his phone and he's talking and he's laughing and he's doing all manner of evil. Sitting down there in his office. And persons are out there waiting. So not all of them, but yeah, that is an issue that they need to look into. Especially you see some persons will say because it's free, sometimes they say they don't care. Because what? It's free.
We attack foreigner Jamaica.
No, Jamaica.
They enough beliefs that people tired to the doctor them can't tired,
No, we don't say no, but what I'm trying to say is this, right? those same doctors, they work for private. They work for private place. And when they're working there, they don't work like that.
When you see a doctor on his phone, you don't even know how many patients he saw before you saw him on his phone. So give them some slacks too. You think being a doctor is easy? They are tired.
No, I'm not saying no, but when you have, all right, sometimes when you go to some of these hospitals, right, like you go early in the morning.
But are we referring to the doctors in America or in Jamaica?
No, we're talking Jamaica, right? Especially when you go to like the one that is free. If the hospital is supposed to, for example, the clinic is supposed to be open 8:30. Best believe that sometime 9:30. Them just coming to work. They don't respect the time and all of those stuff.
Then call. Now you get a clinic open 8:30. The doctor start work 9.
No, Mr. Sometime on 9:30. On 9:30.
Yeah, but call. Sometimes you just say it in America, other place. Film shift when him left film private something there where him supposed to start this first. At that time supposed to come this o'clock. Not because you don't know what time him for come. You ever say
but I don't think
Clive, you have to understand, Carl, sorry about Clive. Carl, you have to understand that people have a life too,
And then can get tired.
And then tired and frustrated, Carl.
No, I don't say no, but remember about persons, all right.
Them sick, they not pull on a man. Then if you're sick and go to a doctor, you expect that 100 of them there. Somebody have to wait in line.
I know, but
so
Ian, what I'm trying to say, Ian, right? You have your
you talk to me, tap so you try say.
All right,
I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I think you're changing my topic. No. What I am trying to say is this.
Let me hear Carolina say.
Right. What I'm trying to say is that oftentimes.
You start catching?
I'm sorry?
No, you're catching. They're trying saying catching.
I'm not sure what's happening.
Don't follow it up. Just continue.
It's okay. You carry on.
Continue.
So continue.
Yeah, but if you're going to ask me to continue, then I'm going to ask you not to interrupt. Respectfully, right? So, oftentimes, the systems in Jamaica are being criticized in such a negative way, and because they're being compared to the systems in foreign countries, no one is paying attention to the economy and all these things. So what I'm saying is that I think that the services that are being offered in Jamaica are sometimes better than those in the foreign countries. And I think I think Jamaicans in the diaspora are doing more damage to our country than Jamaicans living in Jamaica.
Agree. Totally. 100%.
I think it's both sides. I think it's equally.
No. What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Because listen, not everybody that has a platform is living in America, and the ones that are living in Jamaica is dragging Jamaica down as well.
But Sana, the other day when we had the hurricane in Jamaica, almost everywhere in Jamaica was out of electricity and internet, right? And that was the time when all these misinformation was rampant on social media. That's when it was most rampant. Wouldn't you agree?
Listen, we had JPS was down in the most affected area, but other areas of Jamaica was also up. And as we was said last night on the platform, they get their daily talking points. Where they get it from? Jamaica same way, you know. Caroline, Jamaica same way. The vloggers that are the influencers that are not in Jamaica, they get these information from the Jamaicans themselves.
True.
They're not in Jamaica, so therefore they don't know what is happening in Jamaica in real time. So those in Jamaica will call them or however they communicate, and they run with that information. So I really can't say the ones that we hear. I have to say they get their information from the ones on the ground.
True.
Right, but are
Remember
you
the
saying?
information, yeah, go ahead.
Are you saying that all those misinformation that was spreading all over social media, the ones that were AI generated, those were created by Jamaicans?
Listen,
there was a lot of them.
My sister,
I think most of them.
those who have the money, I know the ones that can do the AI generated thing, they pay them. Just like hold a thought. We're gonna go back to Siaga Michael Manley. By the time the CIA realized and got their intel about what Michael Manley and Castro was planning in terms of the gun and everything, and informed Siaga, by the time Manley was ahead of Siaga, him hire a team of people to just start dirty up Siaga name. So by the time Siaga get the information from all out where him already know the Siaga name. I make my point. These people who have the money and the means, they're the ones that pay their money for whoever can create the AI generated misinformation to tarnish the prime minister and the country. They're the ones behind it. You just like when you're here and you're in America and you're in politics and they tell you follow the money. Once you follow the money, you will see where everything is, who's behind everything. That is it. Not everybody that's influencer understand AI to go and create these short clips that they're creating. It's somebody who have the means, paying other people who have the technical background to do these things,
Sassy.
because we are on. Yeah. Are you guys getting my point?
Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
Can I interject a little?
Go ahead, First Lady.
I think what Carlin is trying to say is that the persons on the, and tell me if I'm correct, Carlin, persons on the platforms that are spreading misinformation are persons who are living overseas. Doesn't mean that people in Jamaica are giving them information. They're just pulling up false things and spreading misinformation on the platform. It doesn't necessarily mean that people are telling them anything. I think that's what she's saying, and I believe it's true, right? Apart from the generated AI, which is a few, we're talking about the misinformation that people come and spray on the platforms, right? It doesn't mean that it's people in Jamaica telling them nothing. Them live overseas and they just feel like because them live overseas, they need to put down them country, Jamaica. Most time they have no facts. Because if you ask them, okay, which hospital you went to and you weren't being treated, they can't tell you because nobody told them anything. I think that's what Carlin's trying to say.
Well, I understand that. And I am also trying to say is, while I get what Caroline is saying, I am saying you can't just get up and say the sky is red in Jamaica. Somebody had to tell you something about what part of Jamaica they see the sky red, and you run with that and add where you want to add on it. You don't think so?
No, sir, them liars.
All right.
No,
hold on, big sister. You remember the other night, Squitty, when we were on the platform and the liar boy come and say a 4 body there in my constituency. Hold on, First Lady. I will say to him, say, which constituency in and where is the 4 body? And did you call your MP or the police and tell them where the 4 body is? And him say, hold on. And him go quiet, him go mute, and then him come back and say 5 body, but them take up once or 4 there they know. And once we start, this is what I'm saying. He got his information from somebody on the ground, and the information is not valid because him come across our platform now. We will have common sense now. I question him now, and him couldn't give us accurate answer. So therefore, him get that false information, that lie. My assumption, you understand my point? Somebody on the ground.
Well, you know, Sass, I can say this to you, right? As you know, I'm affiliated with a particular platform on TikTok, right? And I am also involved in fact checking, right? So I happen to have to sift through a lot of posts that are done on social media as well as mainstream media, right? And I can say to you that I know for a fact that initially, and please don't get me wrong, this is not meant to, you know, undermine or discredit the devastation in Jamaica or the experiences that people are having that are really difficult, right? But for me personally, every day I am faced with the reality that I am convinced that Jamaica is under attack. Okay?
All right, Caroline. You see what she's trying to say to she no wrong still and you no wrong. And what she says to she correct. For example, all right, First Lady, if something happen in your house and not just you and your husband alone know about it. If you not come out and say something, can nobody know?
No, nobody can know.
All right. But if you go out, all right, First Lady, if you go out and tell one person will tell the next person, and then the information now start get twist up, and them start put it how them want to put it. So what she's trying to say is you have enough person with the Jamaica, they mischief making. They give out wrong information to some of the vlogger them where they overseas where nothing goes so. Because what them are create mischief and what sells. If you notice what sells, negative selling a lot, you know. When person come out with a lot of negative things, it sells a lot.
Well, Carl, I can tell you that a lot of the stuff that are being posted on social media are not necessarily bloggers. They are posted by just random people. Okay? There are a lot of people in Jamaicans who will send messages, send pictures, send videos, and they will do a lot of things to create a crisis, get the attention of their families or friends, you know, so that they will panic and probably send them money. They use it as a way of making money as well, right? But think about it. The people who are posting it have no proof that these things are correct. That is my concern, the people who are posting them.
How do we stop them now, Caroline?
Well, I think for those of us who are actually standing up against it, I think what we need to stop doing is when we go on the platforms and see these misinformation or these negative videos, I think we need to start, if we want to share them, we should screen record them and stop reposting or sending them to people. Because when you do that, the algorithm recognizes it and it is constantly spreading.
Okay.
All due respect, Caroline.
I'm sorry?
Keep in mind with what you're saying. We can all agree on that, but we're not the ones that are spreading it. Who is spreading it? We already know what side they're from, and it's working. They want it to work. This
We're
is why we
sharing
have.
them with our friends. We're sharing them with our friends.
No, they are sharing them with their friends. When you say we, you're including us, which we know better. We are not sharing those, but the comrades are sharing it with their
I
friends.
must admit that there are times I personally will go on there and something grabs my attention and I'll be like, oh my God. And I will probably forward it to you two to say, look at this. Can you imagine it? That's what I'm saying.
What I do though, Carolyn, when I see something like that, especially on Facebook, I will rebut it. I will share
Thank you
it,
very much.
and then I rebut it. I put like 6, 7 paragraphs most of the time, and I rebut what that person says. Right?
No, you literally write a composition.
Listen to me now. Me write an essay.
Yeah.
You
But
see.
isn't that the same as giving it attention?
No. It's not. Because guess what? I'm going to let them know the truth. So I will copy their thing and then I'll write an essay telling them that it's a lie, and I'll show my proof that whatever they're saying is a lie. You know? So it's rebutting it. We can't just leave it there alone. Somebody else will see it and say, oh, so this is how it go. You know, we can't just leave it there. We have to respond.
Case in point, the other day somebody posted a video and I came across it. It was a post in the Star, and one of the comrade posts and say, I saw no one Andrew Steve. Him not like Marky G and I forgot the other one where the other MP. And I went across it and said, absolutely not false. I said, they don't like my prime minister. My prime minister have always lead with love and respect. However, they don't. So therefore, they're going to come up and cry foul every time. But those who have eyes see who and where the problem is coming from.
Yeah, but
Hey,
First Lady,
that's my rebuttal.
you know, First Lady,
Yeah.
what Caroline is saying, you know, she's also right, you know, it's not everything is supposed to be rebutted. For example, just like when some persons come and them talk negative thing about our food, and then Jamaican people take them on, you know, the amount of views them get, because them just come and they say something negative. I remember one of them, they came and they said the only reason why they did it was to get the clout. And they apologized for it. Yes, so sometimes what you're saying, you know, sometimes when you answer persons, it's like to give them more attention. Because if you are somebody like, yeah, everybody not going to attack that person. So you answer that person, right? Everybody know what attack that person. So the more views them I get, and that is what they want. They want to get the attention. So sometimes persons just come up with something negative.
If you attack without explanation, that's different. But if you attack with explanation, then you make a point. Because somebody who don't know the truth will know the truth from what you say after you attack that person or respond to whatever they say. For example, earlier today, right, a gentleman came on the platform and he was talking about Juliet being House Speaker. I took it personal. Why? Because I saw it on social media, on Facebook and Instagram from last week, just all over the place. So I know it's something that is brewing. It's something that they've been talking about, right? And I responded to them on Facebook and write a whole epistle why she should remain and why they should stop calling up her name. I wrote something. So if I had just let that go, I wouldn't feel comfortable, because then again, I would not be able to explain why she's First Lady, why she needs to remain as First Lady, and why Andrew has nothing to do with her being Speaker of the House. Right? I had to say something that, listen, the woman credential calls her to be Speaker of the House. I couldn't just let that go, because somebody else out there would just be brewing with it and just going on with it, and until all of a sudden everybody starts saying, you know what? Juliet should not be Speaker of the House. Some things we have to answer, because Andrew is not going to answer it. His team will not answer, so we must answer them. That's what I think. If it wasn't for social media, do you think Andrew would win the election? No. We have to answer them. That's what I believe. Answer them.
Yeah, it's funny you can answer them, man. Some of them just look at attention. Some of them just look at attention, you know.
All right, like Mama said now, she come up with a lot of garbage. I would not even put myself in the position to answer somebody like that. Because obviously way beneath and underneath. Right?
Yeah, they're looking at attention.
No, I would not answer him either. I'll be going way underneath, like, oh, I see him put out a post today talking about the water, that the spring water, the water that Andrew gave Maroon a compound, whatever. He's saying that it's paint. Who give water in paint bucket? And him start a class, Andrew. No, I look at it and I read it and I say, you know what, I'm not even going to respond to this boy. I'm not going to answer. Because I look stupid answering this fool. But the bottom line is that they get water. Right?
Yeah.
For some things you answer and some things you don't answer. I agree.
But you, First Lady, if you have 100,000 followers, right? Persons that love you. You see, when you answer, you see, everybody will love you, go jump on that the person case, you know. They might go attack. And the views for that person now is going to be like going up. And that is what some of them want. They want to get the views.
So let me ask you a question. How you think the Labour Party is going to benefit if we don't answer these low lives? Tell me. If we don't answer them, how you think the Labour Party is going to benefit if we don't answer them?
Some of them you can answer. I know, I'm not saying, you know, don't answer any of them, you know. And how we can shut them up. This when the work speak for itself, you don't know. You know, I feel bad. I say, yeah, man, work speak.
Disagree. Me now wait for no work to speak for no self. As long as we hear them come out and say anything negative, me attack them like a dog. Me attack them. Sorry.
You have to sometimes respond. You have to sometimes respond. And I tell you, I give you a couple points here, pointers. Listen, and you know, dirt sells. And these people are malicious. So watch this. The Prime Minister came out and you could see how emotionally perturbed he was when he says, we're afraid of nobody. And I'm saying you could see it in his face because he was tired of the lies and disinformation. And you could see and now he's saying we are responding. You know what happened tonight? I was listening to news while we're on live here and I watched the 10:30 news. And what did the Prime Minister says? That they're gonna start looking into title for homeowners or property owners, and special attention will be given to Westmoreland. I bet you that you don't hear it on the news. You don't hear it anywhere. I heard it tonight. Special attention.
All right,
special attention will be given to Westmoreland, and you'll never hear it on a live tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar.
Yeah, and inspiration. You notice what happened every time the Prime Minister speaks? What happened?
Yeah.
No, what I'm trying to show you is this, right? You see what happened? The Prime Minister speak. After he finished speak, a lot of persons jump on social media. If you go do this with him, mother. You have a mass.
It's not ignorance. That's ignorance.
Yeah, so whenever time the Prime Minister speak, them always jump out. If you go do this with him, mother. If you go do this with his wife. If you go do this. And it's like them just start. To me, time them put in action and make those persons face the consequences. Because if he comes out tomorrow morning and says something, they're gonna attack again and they were like, him mother, him father, him sister, like every time him speak. When him say me not afraid of nobody. And it's like, man, people them start. Yeah, them start on him case, man. I mean, mother this and him father. And like the man poor mother not trouble nobody.
How him mother reach now?
Andre Stephen had a huge platform past 4 years.
Wow.
Or 3 years. A huge platform where Andre put on Gillette, put on Andre, do everything that is back. Right? Okay.
I couldn't believe what come from that guy's mouth.
All right. We'll make him come out this time. We shall go to with him.
I'm not suggesting that you should not respond. I'm just suggesting that we shouldn't be reposting them. Because you see, if you notice, you have 152 guests or listeners on this platform, right? I would want to believe that there are those people who have heard these things and they come on these platforms because they're trying to get information, right? So whilst they're not participating, they're listening because they are seeking clarity as well. So I think that when you speak about these issues on these platforms, I think it is being very effective. It's providing clarity for those who are looking for it, or it's providing an explanation to those who want to understand it more. So
and that's a very good point you make. We provide clarity. We'd hear some of these things and some of the misinformation. We'd fact check them, look into them, and those who are listening could really realize exactly what this platform provides. It provides a clear path to what they've been hearing and really what is truth and what is error. And we provide that. So anyone listening can be able to pick this up to see that, you actually learn when you come here. We don't hear the go and do what your mother. Yes, there was a young lady the other night who came and we were talking about the best and worst prime ministers, and she came and she thought, because her reality was when she grew up in an era when there was Patterson, and she thought he did some good stuff, not knowing the history of where things came from. And what we did, we schooled her. And she was intelligent enough to sit and listen to us and said, you know what? I'm not averse to what was happened before. So I'll actually listen, and I learn too as well. And so we use the opportunity to educate her.
And also because she left with a graduate degree in politics. Because we also cite sources and read articles to back up our story.
Now, I have a friend, a dear friend of mine.
Inspiration. Let me say this for a minute and then you can go on. That is why I say repost with explanation. So if you're going to repost something that somebody says, when you repost it, you must rebut it at the same time, but just don't repost it and not say anything. And that's what I do on my Facebook. I am going to repost on Facebook when I see them come up on Instagram, and I'm going to rebut it and explain.
Personally, I don't repost. I don't repost anything, but I rebut, and I go down in the comment section and I dip up under whoever comment against my prime minister.
How are you going to explain it if you don't repost?
You're not going to do no good.
But you have to have a follow story. So if you don't repost what the person says, right? How are you going to have that story to follow through? So I will repost something that you said.
So hold on.
I will explain. Right? I'm going to
hold on. So for me, because you also remember somebody commented something on a video, and if I don't like the comment, I click reply to that person comment. And I state my facts, not opinion, my facts, with as much clarity as I can. So there are other people that read it, and then they would in the comment section, and they see the responding, and they click on it, and they see how much. So anybody that agrees to my response and reply back to me, of course, I get a tag for that. And if they like it, they just click like and move on. and you will get a a notification. Such person liked your comment, or such person responded to your comment. But I don't reshare. I never reshare. I'm just saying. That's me.
Yeah.
Good night, Annalie.
When I finish, Sassy, I want to say something.
Yeah, you could go ahead, sis.
All right. Okay, First Lady. What I suggest, instead of reposting it, we could screen record it. Because if you screen record it, they can't get anything from it. But when you repost it, they get the revenue from it. And the second thing is, I agree with you about responding to them. Why? The Prime Minister hands are tied. There are certain things he can't do legally. Number one, I said it on the live before, and yesterday I was watching the recording with Karen Cross and Michelle Stern, and she said the same thing I said. You can't go after the media. The minute you go after the media, a war is going to brew. You can't go after Dan Jackson and those people who are established. They can take the government to court and it can last for years. The person that is responsible to take on the media is the Broadcast Commission, and they are not doing anything. They are the ones who are supposed to do it, and they are not doing anything. As for the social media so-called bloggers, there's no need to go after them. We, as you said, have to do the job. What we should start doing is reporting their lives and their posts whenever they write something that is not true. Report them.
That's good.
That's where good action. They can lose their page. Every time they say something that is not true, report them, because if a certain amount of people report them to TikTok or Instagram, the page will come down.
True.
The more of us come together and report them,
and then we start this whole thing about
they'll suspend their page for a year or just terminated, period.
I don't believe in the reporting page thing.
But how are you going to get rid of them? Because that's the same thing. You have to even write a letter to the Broadcast Commissioner.
Truthfully,
Annalie,
I think we need to start with that too. We can't get rid of some of them because don't fly germs.
Sassy.
The report page thing is going to be
No, but firstly they're going to invest. They're not going to just take it down and they're going to report it.
Repercussions. They will start doing the same thing. And the repercussions when you report them.
Well, you have a point right there.
But there's nothing else they can do, because if you should go to the Broadcast Commission, they are going to do the same thing. They're going to investigate it. They're going to report it to Facebook or to Instagram.
Annalie, what I know. Good night and blessed to everybody over there right now, you know. Like I said that foremost, you know, manners and blessed. But here I know. If they report somebody right now, they go build our next page, you know, and build our next page and build our next page. So the reporting thing now I really do no justice.
True.
Then I watch on social media.
And then look at now. For you start report page now and then stuff there, right? All right. They might not know say are you a report, you know, but that the page it's just gonna keep growing. It's just gonna keep coming back.
But firstly, they're not gonna say you report them, you're not gonna tell them.
When someone builds a new page, right?
Yeah.
It takes a while for them to
build back up.
To build back up with followers and all of that. So I think that would be effective, you know. If they keep building new pages, that's fine.
Yes, it slow them down.
You know what? That could be a deterrent, you know, because someone could have give up now and say, why you not do back this, you know.
But I've known a lot of persons who give up in the past when they keep reporting their page, when they're doing report them. They don't have to know it's you report it, just report them.
Yeah. That could have worked, yes.
They don't have to know it's you or me or Sassy. We see it and we know what to do. The minute them put up this information, report the page.
That's true. Because I may tell her, Annalie, what may I try to tell her? You remember in COVID, when it became a trend, everybody, the Prime Minister case, why people do it in mother? You remember?
Yes.
Everybody does pick it up. Because it became a trend for them now.
Right. I'm coming from the source from Instagram and Facebook, and I've seen established pages with numbers of followers, and they lose their page, and it takes them years to come back. Because when you lose that amount of followers, it's hard for you to get it because you can't come to Squitty page and say, Squitty, make your people them follow me. You have to go to your same people them, and if you report all of them page, you don't have nobody to go to build up back.
Okay.
And what you think them are going to try do now if you build up back? False information. They go come with some foolishness to try to get views now.
Remember, it's not only the views, they're getting money from it, you know. So when them lose a big page, you know, it hurt them, you know.
And who you think they go target? All right, let's say if over a year, so, for example, say if over a year, so, have like 400,000-500,000 views, them are going to try to attack over a year, so.
Yeah,
you
see, when that person lose their page, I will if I save your money language, them I give, you know. Them I tell the people, let me know. Well, if I save your money language, them I take care what me I say, you know.
If you hit them where it hurt, they will be more careful. They are not careful because they're not getting any repercussion from it. They keep talking and talking and talking, and they keep earning.
They tell they start then turn on the fans now and say, oh, God, save your money, and then something and then something. If you get what me I say.
I'm always for walking away. But when the Prime Minister came out the other day and stand up for himself, I agree with him. I agree with him.
I know
he has to stand up.
Firstly, then me glad say I admit that me want to touch upon it, you know. You see, there's something there where Liam say him keep quiet and just make it go on and them something there. No man, and there's days of silence, don't no fire, you know.
No, Howard, what we are trying to say now, I don't keep quiet, you know, but those persons are to be punished. Because remember, him come out, as him say, he not afraid of nobody. What happened after that? A lot of persons put up, after we not afraid of you know, go this and that with your mother, and them start again.
Yeah, but you can't do nothing to them, Carl. You can't do that. I'm saying we have to talk to them.
You have some people you don't respond to, you know.
He wasn't talking about those people, you know. He was talking about the B and Jackson Miller and the MPs.
Yeah, I mean, no, but
in Parliament. He didn't talk about the low-hanging fruits.
Exactly. Yeah, come out and attack.
And I don't respond to those people. I don't even know them.
I don't respond to those kind of people either.
Oh, those are the persons I was telling you about.
No, but that's where you put your mind, but we're not talking about them because we couldn't never. I mean, Derval come out and say Babsy Green. Who is Babsy Green? Babsy can't even take that to court. He did not call her name. She's not Babsy Green.
Babsy Green.
So how can you take him to court or punish him? He can't even speak.
Derval is a madman.
So those things, because I don't know, somebody said me, I said, see me, and I see Babsy Green, and the entire video, he said Babsy Green. Never once did he catch himself and say, oh, Babsy Green, Babsy Green. She can't take him to court. The judge is going to say, his lawyer can say, but he didn't call your name.
But you can't carry a madman to court.
Exactly. So I'm sure the Prime Minister was not speaking about them.
Not them.
He's talking from the top. You don't see Angela Brownberg going to the Parliament with the lies. Dan Jackson went in there with the talking points that are lies. He's talking about them. And he can make amendments in the Parliament to deal with those who are lawmakers who are breaking the law. He can. But as for the media, there's not much he can do. There's not much you can do. You're gonna bother on freedom of press. You have to let the broadcast commissioner deal with them. And if Carter Stewart is not gonna do his work, then get rid of him.
But Annalie, what makes you think the Prime Minister was only referring to mainstream media, considering the fact that the viewership and the listenership on social media is more effective and has a larger audience?
No, I'm not saying he was only referring to mainstream.
Referring to all media outlets.
Right, I'm not saying he was only referring to mainstream media. I said he's referring to them and the parliamentarians because that's where the lie starts. That's where it starts. You know, they are the ones putting out the talking points and having their groups and putting out the issues. And if he deals with the parliamentarians and call out the big medias and their lies, then there won't be the talking point for the smaller ones. Put in measures with the parliamentarians have to stop with the lies. That's where it starts, as Buju said, the head of the stream.
Well, they do it blatantly, but when it's on social media, I feel, because, like mainstream media, we watch something on TV and then after we finish watching it, most of the times we move on to something else. But social media, we're constantly bumping into it. So it is more reinforced.
Of course.
That's what I just said to you, Caroline. If we stop the head of the stream who's giving them the talking points because they have their WhatsApp groups where they formulate the lies and they go in there in the mornings and they formulate them and they go back in parliament and they repeat the lies so that their base can feel empowered. If you cut it down from the top, then you would have less. Because there's not much you can do to social media unless you have cybercrime acts that directly apply to them. You can't do much to them.
But do you think that the government is able to stop the ones at the top from doing what they're doing? Because
yes, he can put things into place in Parliament to stop to stop Mark Golden, Angela Brunberg, and the other one, Zelika Jess, hold them responsible for their actions. He can.
But Annalie, think about it, right? The whole issue of the Prime Minister, bank account and all those things were being spread all over the place for a very long time and nothing was done about it.
Because he wasn't doing anything about it, but he had to do it. That's why he came out and said, "Why? No, he has to do something." If you're watching Parliament last week, Andrew Wheatley was saying something towards it. And when I listened to the current cross, the video, Michelle Stern said, actually, there are laws there, but they're not enforced.
No, but Annalie, watch, listen.
We should take into consideration, Annalie, that, prior to the election, the government had more power in terms of having more seats in Parliament, right? And nothing was done about it. It made its way on the debate stage during the elections, and it continues.
That's what we are saying, Caroline. That's why he came out and speaking up, because it's too much.
Yes, but how can we believe that the government have the power to stop them and they didn't do it throughout that period?
But I'm saying persons who know about it say that the laws are there. They are not being enforced. And maybe that's what I'm saying. If you listen to the tone of the Prime Minister when he said there's a war on misinformation, and Andrew Wheatley spoke last week about something that they are working on it. As I'm saying, if you listen to all of that, you can see where they are going. They are going to